Hello, hello, hello. This is your boy Irony Boxing coming through with this my seventh live. We're to talk about this thing called boxing. Uh, First and foremost, God bless every single one of you. I hope everyone is having a great day, afternoon, evening, whatever the case may be. TGIF. I hope everybody has a great and more importantly safe weekend. Okay, we got some good things coming up this weekend. Um, hasn't necessarily been the best month in boxing history, right? But nevertheless, we have a lot to look forward to. I believe this weekend we have a heavyweight boxing fight that I'm going to get to later on. I am also going to start my list of the greatest boxing comebacks in history. We're going to do the first 10 today. But first, I'm going to do a breakdown of the UFC 231 main evented by Tom Aspinall, the reigning UFC heavyweight champion, versus former challenger Cyril Gahn. Now, this is very interesting. I will go through the whole main card, with move to my comebacks, and I'm gonna open up the panel, of course, so if anybody wants to chop it up. Um, all right, so we're gonna talk about this thing called boxing, but first today we're gonna talk about this thing called MMA. All right. So let's start with the UFC 321, which is taking place in Abu Dhabi. Okay, which hopefully, and God, good Lord willing, I will be able to call. Right. Um, just a moment here. Just finishing things up here. There we go. All right, we're good to go now. Okay, so the breakdown of UFC 321. Here we go. We are starting things off as far as the main card goes. In a fight in the light heavyweight division, that's 205 pounds, between Alexander Rakic, okay, versus Asamat Musakamov. That's a light heavyweight fight. That's 205 pounds. Um, Alexander Rakic is a very tough fighter, fellas. He's 6'4", very big, and super tough. He scared me to death against Jiri Prohaska. And Jiri Prohaska is one of my favorite fighters in MMA. My favorite fighter in the UFC is Ilya Topuria, El Matador. That guy is the truth. But man, Jiri Prohaska is up there. The Czech samurai. My beloved sister Smoochie is in the house. Welcome, Smoochie. How you doing today? I hope you're doing great. Welcome. God bless. Appreciate you showing up, of course. Oh shoot. Really? Sounds weird. Give me a second. Um maybe now better. Let me know. Awesome. Way home from work. Hope you drive safely and get safely to your house. Absolutely. So what I got planned for today is I'm gonna first do a breakdown of UFC 321. Then I'm gonna start a list of the greatest boxing comebacks of all time, and I'm gonna open up the panel. So feel free to fire away any recommendations you have as far as greatest boxing comebacks. I got the first 10 coming up today in a bit. But I don't know, but do you like the UFC? Won't you? Do you up with the UFC or not so much? Or you're like a pure boxing? Or if you like other sports, feel free to put it in the chat, okay? El carnal, Oscar Pérez, mi hermano. Que Dios te bendiga, brother. How you doing? I hope everything is good with you, brother. Not really? Okay, okay. No problem. Yeah, that's fine. That's a lot of... Listen, you know me, I'm a boxing head first and foremost. But yeah, I do work with UFC. I know and WWE and a few other things too, like rugby. Right. Oh, you're watching the World Series, Toronto Blue Jays versus the Dodgers. I hope the Dodgers lose, man. Just saying. Obviously, Boston Red Sox is nemesis. I'm a Yankee dude, but yeah, I don't like the Dodgers. I'm gonna lie, Oscar. Okay, let me get back to the UFC 321. I was saying that we start the main card with light heavyweight fight. That's 205 pounds. This card will take place in Abu Dhabi. We got Alexander Rakic, a tough dude from Austria, that's here. 14-5, 6-4 against um, Asamad Mursakanov, who's 15-0. Okay, undefeated. He's 5'10", but we got a 6-inch reach advantage, man. Like, hmm. And what's that? 6.5 inches reach advantage. I mean, that doesn't look too good for Sakano right here. Alexander Rakic is as legit as they come, fellas. I know this firsthand. One of my favorite fighters in the UFC, Jiri Prohaska, he scared me to death against Jiri Prohaska, for sure. Go LA Dodgers. Oh man, Oscar, really? You don't do me like that? Nah, go Dodgers, bro. Tani, they got a dream team, man. They should win, if I'm honest. I'm not. Brother Oscar Perez, sister Smoochie in the house. All right. So that is the first fight of the main card of the UFC 321. Now, Alexander Rocky has 9 of his 14 wins by knockout and one more by submission. Okay. The, let's see. He lost his, let's see. Okay, so he's coming off of a 0-3, man. He lost to John Blachowicz first. That took place in May of 2022. Then he lost to Prohaska in an amazing fight. Scared me to death. Okay, this took place in April 13, 2024, so he missed 2 years. And then he lost to Magomed Ankalaev, who just got whacked uh, um, by Alex Pereira. This happened October 26 last year. Okay, so Rakic, we gotta make some happen here, brother. And let me see you get back on that winning column. Now, Mr. Asamad Mursakanov, his opponent is 15-0. Like I said, he's undefeated, no draws, 11 wins by knockout, one by submission. So, but he's 5'10". Rakic is 6'4". Man, something wrong with that picture. 5'10", you should be a welterweight, man. But I mean, not everyone's built different. I mean, not everyone's built the same. Sorry. So that's the first fight of the UFC main card, UFC 321, which takes place in Abu Dhabi. Um, oh, you've been watching Otani since his debut. Oh man, so you've been watching his, what was it, the Angels? Was he in the Angels? Oscar, I think he was in the Angels first, with Mike Trout and company. Mm, correct me if I'm wrong. And let me know if the audio is good. Sanucci was saying that it was weird. Let me know if it's good now. All right. So the second fight of the UFC main card is taking place in the heavyweight division. This is a very interesting fight, fellas. This is Alexander Volkov versus Jailton Almeida. Now, Alexander Volkov has had a pretty good resurgence in his career. His record is 38-11. Okay, no draws. And Jailton Almeida's record is 22-3, no draws. So Volkov's from Russia, Jailton Almeida is from Brazil. Volkov 6'7", Jailton Almeida is 6'3", not bad. Only 1 inch reach advantage for Volkov. Now leg reach is 4 inches. Okay, so we'll see. This is an interesting fight. So Alexander Volkov, I know that he second 24 of his 38 wins have been by knockout, 4 by submissions. Okay, now let's take a look. His last fight, he beat. I'm sorry, he lost to Cyril Gahn in December of 2024. Then he beat Sergey Pavlovich, fellas. That's no joke. That happened in June of 2024. And then he beat Tai Tuivasa. That happened September 9th, 2023. Okay, so he is riding high. Now, he did lose for Cyril Gahn. Okay, he's fighting for the title, obviously, against Tom Aspinall. And he lost to Tom Aspinall before. Volkov did by submission. So he's looking for a career resurgence now. You know. The Pavlovich win is an amazing win. Tuivasa, he gave Cyril Gahn hell, but other than that, bro, he's pretty much a brawler. That's about it, you know. Oh, hell yeah. Let me put on the link for my brother Oscar Perez there. Give me 1 second. There's something fishy with this mouse. What the heck is going on here? I'm sorry. I just saw it right now. Absolutely, you can join the live any day of the week and twice on Sunday. What the heck is wrong with this mouse, man? Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me pin that thing as well. Let me pin that thing. There it is. Okay. So Alex, yeah, that's Alexander Volkov. Let's take a look at his opponent, Jailton Almeida. Let's take a look at him. Now, 8 of his 22 wins have been by knockout, 13 by submission. Interesting. Let's take a look at this. Mi hermano Oscar Perez, how you doing, brother?
Good. And
Awesome.
the beat goes on, and the beat goes on. Yeah.
What inning are they playing in?
6,
What's the score?
2-2.
Nice. They're playing in LA or in Canada?
Toronto, yeah, Toronto.
Okay. And 2-2. So it's been like back and forth stuff. I love it.
Yeah, base has been full though. Like both bases been full. It's just the pitchers. I don't know. They're sticking to their usual, but they're not like I guess it's the pressure. They keep looking at the crowd. They keep paying attention to things they shouldn't have, and it's like I think it's like the World Series is getting to them because it's like they keep throwing like the Dodgers one. He keeps throwing fastballs and none but fastballs, but they're not in the inning, so it doesn't even matter.
Okay. And those fastballs are 95 plus, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. I mean, we're the best team winning, man. Real.
I got a question for you though.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure you've seen Raymond Muratalla versus Andy Cruz.
Yes, sir.
How you feel about that fight?
Interesting fight. I think Andy Cruz is a little better than Raymond Muratalla. I think Raymond is a front runner. You know, I saw
Yeah.
the Saul Abdullah fight, and on the first 5, 6, 7 rounds, maybe he was looking nice, real nice. But then he waned badly, and Saul Abdullah honestly could have won the fight. And
Yeah, it could
I
have been
just,
I could have
yeah,
seen that. But then it also comes down to Andy Cruz not being tested as he should. I've said this plenty of times. 135, worst division in boxing. Apparently, it's having a resurgence. It's having that Devin Haney tank coming through. Ryan Garcia when he was still not as known as when he was still a prospect. But right as of right now, I just think people move. They either stay irrelevant in that division for too long, or they move up too fast. so like kind of like Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason's still in that process, but he got moved up too fast. Okay, I get it. Young American, uh, good fighter, good skill set, but you don't really know how good he is. And he's about to be a. If he beats what's his name, he's gonna be a full belt holder. Is he
Yeah,
really there? I don't see it. Raymond Marchala, another guy, top rank. Bob doing what Bob does best, keeping the belt in house. He probably waits till Loma announces retirement to move this guy up, whatever. You know, Andy
exactly.
Cruz, we still don't know how good he is. If he beats Mortala or Mortala beats him, how good are they really? It's just to find out who's not there yet.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you just said, bro. I mean, like, listen, Andy. I mean, I get you on the point that he hasn't been tested yet because Omar Salcido is not good enough to me, to put a barometer on you. Even though I think he beat Chris Colbert, but nevertheless, yeah, I think he got to get one against. Either Lucas Body or I mean, obviously Lucas Body's probably going to fight Kid Austin after Kid Austin gets rid of JoJo, right? But that's the fight everyone is anticipating.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sending, you know what? As a matter of fact, let me take a gander at the rankings because I know there's a few names that I would have liked to see. Even though I do think Andy Cruz beats Moratala right now, but to your point, let me take a look at boxing. Should I take a look at the ring rankings for boxing scene? I don't even know anymore. Let's see, 135. Because yeah, boxing scene gives it to you by the sanctioning body. So let's see. Okay, there it is. Why not? You know, mm, um, I don't know if Maxi Hughes is good. I know he was good. I don't know if he's still good. What do you think? You think Maxi Hughes still a game opponent?
Nah.
Yeah, it's or maybe Joe Cordina, but I think Joe Cordina has something coming up. So, yeah, I would have liked to see him against Mark Marsayo or Lucas Body. Lucas Body's ranked fifth in the IBF, so I mean, but he is number two in the VA, so he's gonna fight Kid Austin. That's what's
No.
gonna happen.
And Kid Austin is another one that he was ready to fight Shakur. How good is he really?
Yeah, yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, bro, because I've never seen so many excuses in my life. Like his father really messed that up. He even made Turkey mad. He
Yeah.
said it on the boxing course.
Yeah, it's just
Um,
it's understandable too. It's like how are you gonna do that? And all you really had to do is show up for like the first two rounds, and then you would have been good for the rest of it.
exactly.
Even if you would look decent, it would have been like you look decent against Shakur. But no, it's just I don't know. 135 is weird to me. The worst division in boxing. There's no mix-ups. Champions. I guess it's kind of like a make or break kind of thing. Because if you're somebody like Tank, I'm just saying this. I'm a Tank fan, but let's be honest, it's true also. It's like you can sit on the belt or you can sit as the money guy for a minute because you're not really forced to fight anybody dangerous per se. It's not 154 where every fight is a war. It's not Jesus Ramos there. And I'm just talking about contenders. There's not a Jesus Ramos there. There's not a Bora Troop there. There's not a Brandon Adams there. There's not a Madrimov there. There's not a there's not a I don't know. Like there's not really contenders, solid contenders. 135
Yeah,
is either like a good division for you, like if you're not an active fighter, but it's hell for like those young fighters that are trying to come up because who are you gonna fight?
exactly. I mean, it's hard to argue with that, bro. It's hard to argue that it's the. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to argue that it's the worst division in boxing, bro. Because
Well, if you think about it, Devin Haney is still the last unification fight there was. And how long has Devin Haney been out of the division?
oh man, yeah, yeah,
It's crazy.
it is. It is, and the champions aren't even fighting in their weights anymore. Like Tank Davis is fighting Jake Paul, and Shakur is trying to get a fight with Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, it's like no, like like I said, 135 for me. It's kind of not one of them divisions. It happens every now and then. It was welterweight for a minute. Um,
For sure.
After everybody moved out, Crawford and Errol Spence were just there, but they're just kind of sitting on them belts, and it's like it happens, and it just it's just what 135 is. It's just a division where it's still relevant enough that it has names like Shakur, like Tank, like it had Lomachenko for a minute. Um, but it's not really deep, so you're not really fighting anybody dangerous per se.
Yeah, yeah, and it's gonna be a minute before. I mean, I'm very high on Andy Cruz. I don't know about this kid Jadir Herrera. We shall see.
Oh,
Um,
I'm not sure about him. I still not sold. I see things. I see what people are saying. Things that he can improve upon, but I don't really see the full picture.
yeah, I mean, definitely gotta see way more. I mean, Saud Abdullah, he is who he is, what he is, and the same for Joe Cordina. They're pretty good, but they are who they are, they're
Yeah,
not gonna beat a Kid Austin or an Andy Cruz. I don't think
it just kind
so.
of seemed they moved up just because they had to, just natural. They just couldn't make the weight no more, rather than skill fit.
Exactly.
And still, I still have Navarrete beating them both at 130.
Um, beating who?
Saul Dubois
Oh,
and Joe
yeah,
Cordina.
yeah, for sure. And I'm Navarrete, bro. Navarrete facing off with Sugar Nunez, bro. You got Charlie Suarez problems, bro. Well, let's be real here. I mean, I get it. You want to unify or whatever, but I don't know.
I
Somehow,
think he just wants to put that blip on the past because that was a very controversial fight. I'm for Mexico. I'm Mexican, of course, and I still like my Mexican fighters, but that was Navarrete lost that fight, man.
yeah,
I mean, he won it. He won it because he stopped it, but he was losing that fight. And Charlie Suarez, that's just even more problems for him.
for sure. Navarrete, to be honest with you, bro, I give him the Oscar Valdez fights, but to be honest with you, bro, and this is with all due
Fight,
respect.
fight. I just get him one.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I'm trying to be like fair to him because I don't like his fighting style, bro. That's an accident waiting to happen. He makes a
Yes,
ton of
and
mistakes, man.
but I see what you're saying there, but it's kind of like saying like Prince Nassim Hamed. It was like his style. He was always off balance. He was always getting dropped. He got dropped his debut against Kayla Kelly. Um, it's just
Yeah,
kind of that's just his style. And if it works for him, that will work for him. I can't really criticize him on that. I do see what you're saying though. Like I think you're more like a boxing type ish guy, and I do agree. His style pisses me off, but if it works, hey man, it works. That little hop to the side that he does,
yeah,
they tell you not to do that, but it works for him because he just throws a punch as he's doing it. So I do see what you're saying though. I do understand it too. To me, what pisses me off more about him is that he's not disciplined enough to have a diet. It's known in Mexico that he does that. He goes to eat tacos and then he goes to training.
he crazy as hell, bro. But that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. If it works for you, bro, but isn't that like a double edged sword too? Because it
Oh,
works.
for
Yeah,
sure,
right
for
because
sure.
it works. I mean, he's a world champion. He's given me very entertaining fights. Like he's a very fan friendly fighter, but at the same time, bro, he takes a lot of punishment in his fights, and I don't. I mean, just I don't remember the last time that I saw him not take like a lot of punishment in a fight. I can't even remember, and I've seen a ton of his fights. Not, yeah, I'm probably wrong. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just saying, like, with a little more fundamentals, bro, you can beat some of these dudes easier. Take less punishment or whatever. But you are who you are at the end of the day. So, props to him, bro. Vaquero Navarrete, bro. he's got some serious cojones, bro. You know this. So
No, yeah, I agree. And like I said, but I think that's also it's kind of like the comedian effect, you know. Well, I guess for people like him, because he was a guy that worked in La Hora, you know, a guy that a bricklayer, and it's like
yeah,
I guess it's just kind of like the comedian effect, where it was like, oh, we're not gonna make jokes about gay people, not because we don't want to, because people just stop laughing at them. And Navarrete is kind of the same. Like you just said it yourself. He's a very
yeah,
pay-per-view guy, very fan-friendly, casual with her because they're wars at the end of the day. Every fight is a war. Charlie Suarez was a war. Oscar Valdez, the first one, was a war. Hopkins Conceição, that was a war. Baranchik, and though he had weight problems and he had a hurt hand, that was a war. And they're just so fun to watch.
absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's a fan friendly fighter. I mean, you know, which brings me to my next question. How do you see, let's say that he does get in there with Sugar Nunez, how do you see that one going, bro?
Ooh, tough fight. Like I said, they're always wars. But if Charlie Suarez, if he comes in just the same, but with Charlie Suarez, there's a lot of ifs too because he didn't make weight, or no, he did make weight, but like he didn't make weight.
Yeah,
No, he didn't make weight. He was green as hell. Uh, so there was a lot of questions in that. Now, if he comes in at 100%, I still have Charlie Suarez beating him. I ain't gonna lie.
okay.
I
And
mean,
what up?
Sugar Nunez. I still
Yeah,
got Sugar
yeah,
Nunez beating him. The pressure, bro, like it's because to me it was a question how he was gonna deal with Rikishi. I think that was the style wise, that was the toughest style space. Now Varete's there to be hit, and you just said it. And it's like, and he hits hard too. He got the not the knock you out power, but that respect me power. Like I said, to me,
yes,
Rikishi style wise has been his toughest opponent, and to me that was a question. I mean, he clearly answered it. But Navarrete, I mean, as much as I like him, he does throw a bunch of punches, but he does rely on the fact that he's bigger, not only weight wise, but taller too than his opponent. Though he's taller than Charlie Suarez, I think Charlie Suarez got the pressure and skill to just keep up with him. I mean, Sugar Nunez. Man, I keep confusing both of
interesting.
them.
I'm not. That's fine. I mean, that's fine. That happens to me all the time, bro. That's fine. But I mean, to be fair, isn't Sugar Nunez right there to be hit also?
Yes, but like you said, he's got
Yeah,
a
not as
little
much
more
as Vaquero.
fundamentals.
Yeah, for sure. And I think,
Vaquero
I think
has
should
no fundamentals.
none whatsoever. But I do think Sugar Nunez on top of that has a little more power. I could be wrong about that. Okay, because Navarrete he
No,
can
I think
finish
so
you
too.
also. Yeah.
No,
Um,
I think they have a similar powers. If you ask me, it's just that Navarrete throws silly punches most of the time that we don't really see it. He don't really sit down on his punches, and like we said, he has very little
exactly.
fundamentals. That's a consequence of it.
Yeah, he punches moving a lot.
And
Um,
he punches while jumping.
exactly. Yeah.
So I think he's
Um,
heavy-handed, though. I think that's why he does that. I do think he's heavy-handed, but the fact that he don't sit on his punches takes power away from him.
yes.
Like if
And
it
do you?
was, like, did you see Sugar Nunez fight against Rikishi?
I saw it, but I gotta see it again because I don't have it vividly, in my mind.
Okay, but if you seen it, like you seen how he was throwing punches, you seen how he was cutting off the ring, you seen how he was
Yes.
delivering them hooks to the body so you can cut off them legs. You don't. If Navarrete was to throw a punch like that, I think that's a bigger question than if Navarrete is heavy-handed or does he punch hard. You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
he does. He is heavy-handed, but it's the fact that he don't sit on his punches takes away from him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, man, I'm trying to make a case for Navarrete, but it's getting harder and harder to be honest with you. Do you see a stoppage?
No, 12 rounds.
Okay.
Also, because he is, and it's not a secret, he has been having problems making weight. I think
Yeah.
3 fights ago, it became very evident. Even before that, like even before 3 fights, but like 3 fights ago was very evident that he was struggling to make weight.
What was that? He just came from the Charlie Suarez fight. Before
Hobson,
that, it was
it was
exactly.
Hobson.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He what do you think? Do you think they don't like his chances over at 35? Do you think that's why they're just sticking with 130? Or, I mean, I'm sorry. What am I? Hang on a second. Did I get that right? Yeah. Do you think they don't like his chances over in 35 for for some reason?
No, I don't think so. His skill set and the fact that he relies on the person next to him to be smaller than him, not only height wise but weight wise too. I mean, it also depends. It also depends on matchmaking because Barichick was, like I said, he was hurt and all that, and it was still a war. I would like to see him again, but it's also like, why? But 135 is one of the divisions where body changes, they jump up. You have a Bill Mason, taller guy. Shakur Stevenson, taller guy than, I don't know, a Charlie Suarez.
Okay. Because, I mean, quite a few names come to mind, right? Ray Ford spent way too long at 126. Um, was the Josh Taylor spent way too long at 140. I mean, some fighters have made that mistake, bro. And I don't know, man. I don't know if draining like that is the biggest, or just surrendering whatever percentage of your purse. I don't know if that's the. I don't know. Something going on, man. Something wrong with that picture.
But then it's
But
like if I ask you, besides the champions at 135, hell, even 130, besides the champions at 135 and 130, who is really a threat? Everybody else is nobody. Kid Austin still a question. Raymond Mortala still a question. Andy Cruz still a question.
I mean, yeah. So okay, I love this. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, Kid Austin. Yes, I agree. He's still a question, for sure. Now let me ask you this: what about William Cepeda?
Out of the questions, I think we have the clearest answer with him.
How do you
Just because
think?
we know what I think he beats Kid Austin. I do think that. Andy Cruz, I think that's an interesting fight. I think that's gonna come down to like Matrimo versus Ortiz. Depends how you see the fight.
Okay, okay, I like that for sure. So how do you think that Navarrete fares with Cepeda?
Uh, Very exciting fight. I think it's gonna be
For
fireworks left
sure.
and right. Now, boxing wise, if you're a boxing purist, this type of guy, it has very little to offer. I ain't gonna lie. Very little fundamentals.
Yeah,
But it's still a good. It's gonna be a war. Whoever wins that is gonna earn it. I tell you that.
for sure. I couldn't agree with you more. I can low key, bro. I can see a fight of the year contender out of that one.
Yeah, just because how they've been moving, I say so. But as of right now, I mean, they have what's his name, Connor Ben and Eubank, and then you have Canelo and Crawford, and it's like Canelo and Crawford was an IQ boxing match, but Eubank and Connor was just a fight. But they have that as a clear winner, and it's like, no, I can name you 10 fights better than that.
Yeah, I mean, for starters, the Sugar Nunez versus Pitufo Diaz fight should be a fight of the year contender.
Yes.
That's for damn sure. Um,
Sugar,
But
you need to
I wasn't
repeat that.
referring that
That's
too.
it.
But I wasn't referring to this year necessarily because this is a fantasy matchup at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I for sure see a fight of the year worthy. I can see like a Callum Smith versus Joshua Boasi type fight where they hit each other with everything and you know it still makes the decision. I can see a couple of knockdowns here and there, but man, what a fight that would be! I would be more exciting for that one that I would be for Navarrete versus Kid Austin. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I think Kid Austin. I mean, it's because at the end of the day, it's like, what does Navarrete bring for Kid Austin? Nothing. Is he a name? Yes, but is he the name? No.
no, not at all. But Kid Austin got to understand he probably not going to get the tank fight.
No.
I mean, he got
I
to
don't think
understand
I,
that,
I don't think anybody right now gets a tank fight. I think that ship has sailed.
right? So even if Tank gave, because I heard from a very good source that Tank wants to do the Roach rematch and he wants to do Shakur and I think he wants to do Devin Haney. I'm not sure, but the point is, Kid Austin is no, it's not in his plans. So Kid Austin got to look at. I don't think Shakur should give him time of the day anymore, bro. You blew that off. So Kid Austin, in my opinion, should look at Abdullah, whoever wins of Mason and Noakes.
It's because, let's be honest too, Shakur and Tank have been that we can agree that this generation, Andy Cruz, Raymond Mortella, Keyshawn, Kid Austin, they stand separate than a Shakur, then a Tank, then a Lomachenko, then a Devin Haney. Like those are two separate classes, you know. You got
For
the class of
sure.
'97, the class of '98, and I think that's a new blood. That's who Kid Austin should look at. At William Cepeda, they have to look at a Raymond Mortal, like I said, and all them young guys. That's what Kid Austin should gun at, and eventually move up to 140. Now he got problems there right now.
For sure. Let me. Okay, so I'm gonna mess around a little bit. Okay, if you don't want to answer this question, feel free to say you don't want to. Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. How do you see that going?
Gay. I mean, Jake. I mean, it's probably gonna be. I don't know. I'm gonna say Tank just because boxing ability, and I can't really go against the better fighter. Uh, Jake Paul has a chance though. You know, he's big. Depends on the clauses. I ain't gonna lie. But how I see it going, the same way Jake Paul fights are. I see it more like a Mike Tyson than a Julius Caesar, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you there. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I saw the Jake Paul versus Chavez fight and I saw the Jake Paul versus Tyson fight, I'm not gonna lie to you and just go the same old road again of I ain't watching this because I know that I'm gonna watch it, man. Unfortunately, I just can't help myself, you know. But you know what? Enough of this topic. Let's
Yeah,
move on. The okay, so you think that Bam Rodriguez versus Bam? I'm sorry, Bam Rodriguez versus Puma Martinez is gonna steal the show over at the November card, right? Or at least that's the fight you're most looking forward to, right?
yes,
Awesome. You have a stoppage in that fight, correct?
no,
Ooh,
no.
interesting.
I. Oh no. I do have a stoppage. Yeah. You're right. I do
Okay.
have a stoppage. Now, who gets it is I don't know. I think Puma Martinez, everything he throws, it hurts. But I think they both have the same power punch. Like I think Bam is a little bit more skillful, but Puma is the I don't know. It's just 50-50 down the line. Now I know there's a Bam hype train, and they're trying to make him something that he ain't ready for. And it's like, ah, People are gonna call me crazy, but I have Puma edging it out. Though I think Bam is a better fighter, though.
Are you seeing like a this type of fight where there's like a bunch of swing rounds, very close decision, maybe split or majority decision?
Yeah.
Interesting. I love it, man. I love it. I mean, personally, bro, I got Bam stopping him round 8 or 9. I think Puma Martinez is gonna have his moments. That's my Argentinian brother, obviously, but I just think Bam is something else, bro. Because to be honest with you, Bam, to me, oh, I think you went away. Okay, I'm sorry. I was
Yeah,
talking to myself.
yeah. I went away for a minute. I was like, dang.
You're showing up twice. Let me remove the previous one. Not Bam, kick from studio, right? Yeah, kick. Man, it doesn't sound good like kick guess. I'm not kicking you out, bro. I'm just dropping you because you're sounding twice. You're showing up twice. How rude is StreamYard? Anyway, you can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
I got banned by stoppage late, round 8, 9 ish. I think Puma's gonna have his moments, but I think because here's how I see that fight, okay? And I'm very much looking forward to that one for sure, as I am for the whole card. But I just think Bam and Puma, they're pretty much even when it comes to heart and power. If you want to give the slight edge to Puma, I wouldn't be mad at you. But in the skills department, bro, Puma can't touch Bam, bro. Can't touch him. I just that's how I see it. That
I mean,
advantage. Go ahead.
I mean, Cafu touched him, and he was less skillful than Puma.
And it's interesting, man. You're making me rethink this.
I'm not
Interesting.
saying Bam is not a good fighter. I'm just saying
You're saying that the
he.
advantage is not as wide as I have it in the skills department, right?
Yeah, it's not as clear cut as people say because people say that Bam is already a Hall of Famer. That he is that he is the small weight classes. When in reality, the U.S. before Fulton, the U.S. didn't have a small weight class guy. Now that we have one, and that was supposed to be Fulton, uh, but Fulton lost to Inoue, and that makes sense. Now that we have a prospect, because he's still a prospect, this is a. I mean, though he's been a two-weight division world champ, he hasn't faced anybody like that tough yet. Rugby side, that I think that's his toughest opponent out of the legends. They say Gaji Estrada. I'm like, Gaji Estrada lost to Rugby side, and Max Kellerman said that he was an old gallo. He was an old rooster. But Bam beats him, and all of a sudden that's the greatest win ever. No, I'm just saying that Bam is not that tested as people say either.
True. No, that's a fact. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, I cannot argue with that. I mean, he's gonna have to show why I think what I think of him in this fight. This is the fight to show it. You know.
Yeah.
Welcome Shawa in the house, by the way. The uh, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Um, Definitely. I mean, he has done what he has supposed to do, though. He stopped Fumelele Kafu. Okay,
That's his best win.
for sure. I mean, you're right, but also I think, but at the same time, he's done what he's supposed to do, and he's done it flawlessly. You know, so
Yes, but against who?
I mean, it's not like this is a division that's riddled with legends either. I mean, um, okay, I see. Okay, so you're saying okay. So I think I see where. Okay, I think I see where you're going with this, right? So you're saying that he needs to eventually fight either Junto or Naoya Inoue, right?
Not really. I just don't think. And you just said it. You just said it yourself. The divisions he's been on are not plagued with all them types of guys that we think he's fought.
Yeah.
And I don't think the advantage is as clear cut. I do think Bam is a better boxer than Puma, but what does that mean when your best win is Puma Lele Cafu? And that though that was unification, this guy did it best against a more proven champ.
How do you feel about his win against Sonny Edwards though?
That before Cafu, that was his best win.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Like I said,
Um,
skill wise, he's got it. But I don't know how much that makes a difference when Puma's got a better unification fight. Not only a better unification fight, a, against a more proven champ than what Cafu was.
yeah. No, I'm with you. I mean, I'm with you. I just think he's the truth, regardless. But I do agree. I mean, I'm not giving him a pass. Like, yeah, he does need to get this done, and there's another champion too. Because silly me, I thought he had two belts, and Puma and Fumaleli had one each, but it's not the case. There's another dude who's fighting on. Yes, okay, there it is. He's fighting on the December card with on the that's featuring Inoue and Nakatani, and his name is Willie Baldo Garcia. He's the IBF
Yeah,
champion, so he definitely needs to clean this up, and then Junto's no longer 118, obviously. So I would say, how about this? He becomes undisputed at 115, okay?
hmm
And what about, because something tells me, and I'm gonna agree. That's not enough to put you way up there, obviously. So what about if he goes to 118 and cleans that up? Is that good enough for you, or does he still need to get a fight? Because I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind seeing Bam versus either Naoya or Junto, or dare I say both of them.
I say before Yunto and Naoya, he's got some wars there. And though Josh Kitake just lost, I think that was a great fight. That would have been a good fight for Bam. There's still Seiya Sutsumi. Uh, Ryosuke Nishida, he can come back, obviously. The current Barbosa, what's his name? The guy that just beat Takei. That's a good fight.
Oh, the Christian Medina.
Christian Medina, that's a
Yeah,
good fight.
yeah, yeah. That was a good
Uh,
knockout.
I
Yeah.
I still no. If he goes to 118 and beats any of those guys, like I said, I think he's good. And for that undisputed at 115, technically he'd be undisputed without having the belt because Puma was unified champion, but he vacated, so he can make a rematch.
Okay. Yeah. Against who was it? Ioka? No. Iga, right? Iga?
Yeah,
Was it? Okay. Okay. Daigo Iga. That's it. That's it. I struggle with Japanese names. I'm sorry. Um, but um, but at least I will say this: on the Spirit of 115, he would have gone through each and every belt, bro. That means something to me. Now, does that mean that you should be on the pound for pound short list? Probably not. Surely not. You got to get one more than me at least, because every single dude that's on the short list has been undisputed more than once.
hmm
So it's only fair, you know. And the others have been undisputed once, but against a fighter like Beterbiev, come on, guys. Like, yeah, no way you're making that one. So, yeah, there's a lot of body of work to be done here. But as far as the Puma fight, bro, we'll see, man. Because I'm not gonna lie, you're making me more interested in the fight. You're making me more interested. I'm actually giving Puma a shot now.
It's
Um,
because he's a live dog. People just count him out because he's fighting Bam, which that's a good point because Bam is good. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just don't think he's as proven as people think. But then at the same time, they forget that Puma was a unified champion before Bam. He fought a better champion than Bam. Though he lacks the name friendly guy per se, he he got some credible wins, and it's like I just think he's got a shot.
Man, I love it. And you see that making the decision. Ooh, man, I love it, man. I don't really see a decision either way, man. I think these boys are gonna throw hands, and somebody's going down. Doctor's in the house. How you doing, brother? God bless you, man. It's an
I
honor to
think they
have you
both
here, bro. What
they,
an honor.
I think they both touch the canvas. What up, Doc? I think they both touch the canvas, but I don't know who wins.
I'm not gonna lie, me too, bro. Me too. Cass Sports is in the house. Come on. How you doing, Cass? Brother Cass. We're talking about the November card right now. So you were saying, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I just said that I think both guys touch the canvas. I just don't know who wins.
I agree. Even with my original prediction that Bam was gonna stop him late. Remember, I said I foresee Puma having his moments regardless.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can definitely see it getting dicey for Bam for sure. Um, man, but I'm not gonna lie. I see a stoppage either. I would be shocked, bro. To be honest with you, I would be shocked if it makes the decision because when was the last time Bam was in the decision? You know. Um,
Hmm.
it's been a minute, bro, because Sonny Edwards, he stopped him. Estrada stopped him. Guevara, he stopped him. Cafu, he stopped him. You see what I mean? And I think that's his last four fights, right? So, man, it is. I think I'm missing somebody. But nevertheless. Um, so since we're talking about the November card, you know where I'm going with this, right?
Hmm.
Um, Friday night, old people, I can stay up late. Appreciate you, Cass. Haney and Norman, let's hear it.
Ooh, I got Haney winning.
Decision?
Yeah, yeah, decision.
Do you think it's gonna get dicey for him?
Yes, I think it's gonna be a decision where people are gonna say, "Oh, he got robbed."
People are gonna say Norman got robbed.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that happening. I can see that happening. I do. I also have Devin Haney by UD, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to become a Brian Norman fan. He's growing in me the same way that Abdullah Mason is growing in me, and what's the name of this guy? Osles Iglesias. There's quite a few of them. I'm forgetting a bunch. Trust me. Um, but yeah, we're pretty much dead even there. Chat, how do you have that fight? Chat, go ahead and right there. Who do you see? Who you got? If I haven't asked you already, I think Shao has answered this already. But Doctor Cass, whoever's on the chat, go ahead and put in there your predictions for the November card. And Oscar, the main event. Let's hear it.
Benavides George. That's I got that as a 50-50. I still don't know who wins. George is not a pushover. He only lost big fights. I think if
Yeah.
Benavides pulled this off, I think that'd be a better win than Caleb Plant or no, it wouldn't be. No, it would than Caleb Plant or Abubu Andre if you heard me. But
Mm.
no, I got that as a 50-50. I still got to see Benavides. Though people have him as a clear victor, and I see why. I just don't think. I just don't. He's not proven either to me.
Benavides is not proven. I mean, I get it. I mean, at 175, I see what you mean. But
No, 168.
okay. Um, okay, let's. Okay, but well, let me ask you this first. Do you see a stoppage in that
Yes, I don't see it going 12 from that one.
one?
I think
Because
Benavides is the clear favorite. I think he. I just think George's style is gonna be problems for him because Benavides is just there to be hit.
he is. Um, okay, I hear you on that one. I hear you on that one. Man, I have Benavides cruising through yard, man. Not for nothing. I understand that he starts slow, dead slow sometimes. but by round 4 or 5, he's pretty much figured you out. Oster's in the house. Oster 140. How you doing, brother? Welcome.
I wouldn't say
Always good
figure
to
you
see you.
out. I just think he starts, letting his hands go. I think he's just testing more the power of the guy. But I mean, it's because if we're honest, Benavidez just made his name because Canelo didn't want to fight him, not because who he beat.
Yes and no. I mean, the Caleb Plant win was pretty good, and the Demetrius Andrade win was pretty good.
Yeah, but if we say people are fighting leftovers, like other people are, like I know you're not, but like Caleb Plant was in a year off, sabbatical when he came back and fought Benavidez. Then Benavidez, uh, you know, he beat him after Canelo did. And then the Bubu Andre fight, then I'm sorry, but Bubu Andre was also a sabbatical. Then it was
Bubu Andrade is a perpetual sabbatical. Go ahead.
yeah, and then you had Bosnick who was on a 2 year sabbatical, and then you had Morel, which where people agree that he was too green. I don't think so. I think Morel, I think he could have beat him, but I do see what people are saying. What I do see why people say that, but tell me a clear win that he had against a proven guy that is not
Caleb
surrounded
Plant.
by question.
Because I hear you on Demetrius Andrade, but I don't think that's fair to say about Caleb Plant at that point, because Caleb Plant had the Jose Uzcategui win, which is not a bad win. Okay. And he was doing very good against Canelo, and Canelo decapitated him late in the fight. That was a pretty good fight. Okay, it wasn't like Canelo did him like James Kirkland or something like that. Okay, it was a pretty good fight, or like Alfredo Angulo. No. It was a pretty good fight. So I definitely give him Caleb Plant. Now I hear you on everybody else, but Vostik only lost to Beterbiev, and Morel. Yeah, Morel was nowhere near being a finished product. But listen, you said yes, bro. I mean, you said yes. I can't put that on Benavides.
Yeah,
Benavides
but
did a
Bosnick was
brilliant.
on a 2 year sabbatical though.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I
And the
mean,
Morel, like I said, I don't disagree with you. I just think people make more arguments about him, people not being proven, but Benavidez gets a pass. Like Plan, like we just said, Plan was you know, he lost to Canelo before you beat him, and that was good thing you mentioned that because that's a great criticism point that Benavidez and Plant had when they were under the same promotion, under the same promoter, and they still didn't make the fight happen. They only fought each
yeah,
other after Plant lost.
that's true. They even had a little scuffle and everything. You remember that one? Well, that was
Yeah,
actually his little brother, but nevertheless, he was there. Um, that was Jose Benavides Jr. more than David, but nevertheless, they got into it a little bit. I mean, yeah, that's true. That happened a little too late for my liking, but I mean, it did happen and it was competitive for what it
but
was.
it's because that's like saying, um, like AJ and Fury is gonna happen. That's like saying that to me. That's what it is.
Could be. I mean, I like that analogy. I do.
Because
Um,
the fight is still gonna be good. I'm still gonna watch it, but is it what could have been? No. When they were both champions at the same time, under the same promotion company, under the same promoter, and they still choose not to fight until somebody lost.
exactly.
I still think that's a good win, though. I'm just saying Benavidez is not as tested as people claim to be. Because if you tell me he's tested because he fought Morel, not like you just say yourself, nowhere near a finished product. Caleb Plant after he lost to Canelo and they didn't want to fight for the longest. As a matter of fact, you can make the same argument people have made about Canelo and Benavidez, Benavidez and Plant, and then Bubu Andre. He's on and off. with
Yeah,
boxing, let alone fight. With boxing.
yeah, that's one of the weirdest careers I've ever seen, bro. Demetrius Andrade is one of the weirdest careers in boxing history. Because I do like him, bro. I do like how he fights. He's got the goods, but good God Almighty, bro. Like
What
how
was he the boogeyman at 160? Of course he was.
yeah,
Is he the boogeyman at 168? No, not
no,
at
not
all.
really. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Now let me ask you this, since we're on the boo boo topic, real quick. If because now it's an if, right? He's been gone for damn near 700 days, bro. That's dangerously close to 2 years. How?
Bosnick,
Yeah, like who do you want to see Boo Boo come back and fight? Because
160 or 168?
68.
And 168, Berlanga. Berlanga, I think that's a great fight for both of them guys.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see Boo Boo Andrade versus Caleb Plant, bro. I would love to see that fight.
What about Resendez? What if I trade you Caleb Plant for Resendez?
Not for nothing, bro. Boo Boo Andrade doesn't deserve a shot at the title, albeit an interim title. But bro, he's been out for 2 years off of
No,
a
I agree.
loss. Off of a loss.
Oh yeah.
No way.
No, yeah, I agree.
So
Dang, the Blue Jays came back.
3-2.
No, 11-2.
Holy shit! They blew them out of
Like
the
I said,
water, or
no, the pitchers just weren't. Uh, I don't know why they just been pitching so wrong.
okay.
It's because like how crazy is it that I mean, and I'm gonna switch to baseball for just this comment. How crazy is it that you're not even the best pitcher, and the best pitcher is a hitter?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they had to switch him, and he just came in on this inning. But it is what it is.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I like but I don't know if that's a smart fight to make because think about it. They're both 0-1. Whoever loses is pretty much done. So I don't know if that's a smart fight to make. As much as I want to see it, because I think it would be super entertaining. Andre
Yeah,
versus Plant at the stage that they're at, coming off of a loss. Whoever loses, unless it turns out to be like a fight of the year contender or whatever, but even there, like whoever goes 0-2, bro, it's pretty much over and done with. Especially if that's Bubu Andre, bro. Like, nah. Let's think about somebody else. Let me see the rankings here. Who could Bubu Andre fight realistically to get himself back in the mix, quote unquote? Let's see. Beck the Bully, maybe. Mungia.
no,
Mungia.
I don't think so. Charlo could be one.
Vladimir Shishkin could be one. Jamal Charlo. Too dangerous, man. No, I don't like that one. I don't like Jamal. I know they've had beef for the longest time, but
I
uh,
think that's the perfect time to just wash it. Charlo's not what he is, and then uh, Charlo's not what he is. I think we can all agree that Boo is not what he was. Yeah, I think that makes sense, honestly.
which one? Maul? You say Maul or who?
Yeah, your mom.
Okay, I like Shawa. Shawa saying William Skull. That could be a good one. I was about to say Vladimir Shishkin, but he got whacked by Osles Iglesias.
Yeah,
William Skull. Yeah, nah, Boo doesn't listen, Oster. Doctor, if you're still here, Doctor's gonna love this. Oster, you're wildin', bro. Boo Boo, to be honest with you, Boo Boo doesn't deserve a fight against Canelo, bro. No way. 700 days out of the picture. and you're gonna jump right in with Canelo. Nah, bro, that's not that's nah, that's not logical. Not at all. I don't think so. Now, if he gets the fight, God bless him, right? But nah, nah, that's not happening. If Doctor hears this, he's gonna love it. Boo Boo, in my opinion, I don't like to say this, but it's the truth. He doesn't deserve a fight against Canelo. And by the way, not only Canelo, he doesn't deserve a fight against Mbili. He doesn't deserve a fight against Diego Pacheco. They fighting 3 times a year, bro. They're doing it. They've earned the right to claim a shot at the title. You not so much, bro. You need to get busy before we even think about those names. So that's why I didn't mention like the guys at the top there, because to be honest with you, and I heard Ness from the Boxing Boys, he cooked low key cooked Boo on this one, bro. He said, bro, how are you gonna jump back in and cut the line when you've been out for 200 days off of I'm sorry, 700 days off of a loss? Come on, bro. No way. If this was Tito Trinidad, I would be saying the same thing, bro. No, no way. No way. Don't work that way. But okay, we were talking. Yeah, I mean, I got Benavides pretty much handling business. But when you look at it, bro, here's how I look at Benavides and Yard, right? Um, they're the complete flip sides of each other, because Benavides goes from less to more, and Yard goes from more to less in the fights consistently.
Yeah,
And unless Yard can make something happen in the early rounds, like really make something happen, whereas Benavides has to like recover mid to late fight, maybe I can see a way from him for him, but I just don't see it, man. I don't
I
see
don't
it.
see it
Not
either. But I
yeah.
don't see Benavides like doing something incredible. I mean, he won 12 with Morel.
Say that again.
I don't see Benavides doing anything incredible. I think we just see the best We've seen the same Benavides we always seen, and as a matter of fact, I see him as slower Benavides than we've seen. And it's like, yeah, I do see that people make a comparison, like, oh yeah, well Yard just starts off slow. Well, you know what, Yard has. Oh dang. Oh, but Yard has the opposite style than Benavides does too. If I think Better be if it's a bad matchup for Benavides, it's because of the styles, and I think Jar's a bad style for Benavides because Benavides don't rely on power. He don't have crazy power. He got respect me power at 168 because he really hasn't faced anybody at 160. Because that boxing fight was very close too, and it's like let's put somebody like Better be. I put Better be with no knees over Benavides because the styles just don't match up good. I think Dart is the worst person the Better be was, but I still think he. I'm not saying he can pull it off, but I'm also not saying he's dead in the water.
I appreciate that. I can definitely agree with that, because not for nothing, Anthony Yarde is another weird ass career, and I want to get
Yeah.
into the possible matchups with you with the Benavides, because I have a lot to say about those. But
Well, and talking about matchups, talking about this, he's like a Callum Smith.
yeah, to me, not for nothing, bro. To me, Callum Smith deserved the Benavides fight a little more than Anthony Yarde did, but the word is he didn't want that fight. He is fighting David Morrell, though. They're talking about that one, so
Yeah.
that's interesting. David Morrell's another one that I have a few choice words for. I'll get to him. I'll get to all of them in a minute. But Anthony Yarde, bro, like not for nothing, and that's a weird ass career. But in the big fights, he never got massacred. He gave Beterbiev a real scare, and he gave Kovalev multiple scares. So I got to give him that one. But when the stage is big, he comes through, albeit in a loss, but he'll make it dicey for you. So I gotta give him something, off of that. Now the flip side to that is that who's your biggest win, bro? Lyndon Arthur? Something wrong with that picture. You never fought Callum Smith. You never fought Joshua Watts. You never fought Joe Smith Jr. You never fought David Morrell. You never fought. I mean, what are we doing here?
I mean, David Morrell just got on the scene.
Yeah, he just got here. Forget what I said. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but I do agree about everybody else.
yeah. I mean, it's like he fighting Beterbiev, and then he fights me and my neighbors, and then I'm sorry, he fights Kovalev, and then he fights me and my neighbors, and then he fights
To
Beterbiev.
be
And
to be fair though, that's kind of like better BS resume too.
I mean, not really, because Beterbiev, bro, Beterbiev has a win over Marcus Brown. He has a win
Mm-hmm.
over. I mean, if you want to say Callum Johnson, I kind of see what you mean, but I mean, okay, outside of Callum Johnson, but he's in the. I mean, okay, he beat Bivol, he beat oh come on, bro, Beterbiev massacred Callum Smith and Joe Smith Jr. Nah, Oscar, nah, I'm sorry, nah, no. And this is
No,
two
that's what I'm
guys
saying.
that you
Like
should have fought.
it's kind of like that.
Okay,
But
but not quite,
no, I do,
not quite. Yeah,
but not quite. That's why I say he's a worse person than better be it. But to be, I mean, it's just 175 is wide open right now because better be it and
it
Bivol are
is
going out. I mean, Bivol just got that back surgery, so I don't even know if it's even
exactly,
recommended for him to
exactly.
come back.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out because that's serious stuff. Yeah.
That yeah, that's just some serious stuff. You don't want to take the wrong hit and something happens in the middle of the fight. But
Exactly.
I think 175 is wide open. I think if Benavidez is what he thinks they say he is, he should jump on this because they stripped Bivol like lightning when they didn't strip Canelo for the longest. But that's the WBC, and he needs to take advantage of this. And if he don't, hey, I don't think he can blame anybody else. Now the thing I don't like is that he's playing for cruiserweight. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you're a contender. You just got a title just because, and let's say like people say it, you just got an email title, but you're talking about going up in weight.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like the Zurdo and Opetaya, especially Opetaya. Don't get me started on that one. Opetaya would wreck your ass, bro. I mean, nah, bro. I don't like that one because your power is not translating well to 175. Imagine at 200, bro. What are we doing here, man? Like, nah, I was about to get to that because, bro, to begin with, I'm not so sure he beats Beterbiev and Bevo, albeit they're up there in age with injuries and whatever. But Beterbiev is if Beterbiev is 90% of what he is, oh my goodness, that's bad news, bro. In my opinion.
Yeah, me too.
And Bevo is another one, bro. Bevo's not gonna get tired like Caleb Plant is, or Yard is probably. Bevo can do that pendulum all night long, like Lionel Richie. All night long, all night.
Yeah,
He can do that, bro. And I don't see you finding him, bro. I think you're gonna have your moments, but Bevo is another one, bro. I don't. So low key, bro, I can see 0-4 for Benavides, bro, because I'm not so sure if the Zurdo that fought CBS shows up, he might beat his ass too. And don't get me started on Petaya. Petaya is the
not not
worst matchup of them all, bro.
not only CBS. No, I actually think Sordo is the worst matchup for Benavidez, but we can talk about that in a minute. Not only CBS, um, what was his name? Ah, damn,
Dorticos.
Sordo. Yeah, the Orticos. Though it wasn't even a bad performance. It was just like style matches, and that's what I want to talk about you.
He was pretty
Like
out of shape,
style wise,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah. But style wise, Sordo is right there. We've seen it against CBS. He's right there. He'll take a hit so he can land a hit. I don't even think Benavidez beats CBS right now.
Man,
So let alone
interesting.
Sergio Ramirez. And I think like
Interesting.
it's gonna be a back and forth fight if you get Sergio, but I think Sergio's gonna take the better of it because he punches harder than Benavidez. Benavidez just relies on accumulation punches.
Yeah.
That's why he starts slow. That's the reason he starts slow. Not because, he's breaking down his opponent or he's downloading. No, he just
Yeah, not like a Tank Davis type. Yeah, it's different.
no. You don't see that. You don't see a Canelo kind of thing. You don't see a
Yeah,
Tank Davis kind of thing. You don't see a Crawford kind of thing. You just see a guy that is just trying to accumulate punches so he can let off his shots and he can stop you.
yeah. Man, it's interesting. So you have it as a 50-50. I love it, man.
Oh
I've
yeah,
spoken with a.
I have Brian Norman, Devin Haney 50-50, Puma Bam 50-50, Anthony Yard, and Benavides 50-50. And people
Do
call
you
me crazy for it, but I just truly believe those are 50-50 fights.
interesting, bro? Interesting. I mean, do you feel the same way about Mason and Noakes?
No, I got Mason way ahead on that one.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Okay, and let me ask you this: how do you see? Because I think you're the only one here that I haven't asked this. How do you see the rematch of Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn?
More of the same. I mean, it happened to their daddies. It's gonna happen to them. It's just more of the same.
I think now that he has Bomac, bro, I think maybe this is just wishful thinking, but I'm rooting for Eubank Jr. to get the stoppage, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Um,
I can see it. I ain't gonna lie. I can see it, but it's Eubank winning again. So I just say more of the same because it's gonna be more of the same thing. Do
yeah,
I think it's a mega fight? No, not in the slightest.
me neither. I mean, let's be honest here. It's a mega fight because of what their daddies did. That's it.
Yeah, and neither guys are on their daddy's level.
Not even close. Um, and they won't be either. Um, okay, interesting. Now you see Jack Catterall is now training with Bo Sienas. Do you see a resurgence?
Yes, and it could just be wishful thinking, but I don't think it's gonna be an improvement per se. But I think different layers to his game, such as not being so inactive between punches. That's his biggest downfall. He's not a puncher, but he's a boxer. But he just lets those moments between punches get away from him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was disappointed. I was very high on him because I thought he got robbed against Josh Taylor the first time, and I like Josh Taylor, but I
Yeah,
think yeah, I think he definitely won that one. And
me too.
he, in another one, I can't remember. Oh, the Progress fight was, I was, yeah, it was a pretty good fight, but he really disappointed me in the Barbosa fight, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like, he thoroughly disappointed me in that one. So I don't know, man. I love the fact that he's, doing this change not only of coach but of, I mean, country, right? That he moved to Philly. Boots just said, I saw the Ariel Helwani interview with Boots, and he said that he just saw him sparring and everything. So they're definitely active because obviously he's the co-main, right? He's fighting the guy that just beat Eiko Esselman, that just beat Just Taylor. But I pinned it, Austin. But yeah, let me put it again on the chat so you can pull up if you can. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to him, man. Hopefully, because I believe in Botanis, bro. I do. I believe more and more in him. I think he's doing great things with Andy Cruz, and I think he's. Let's see how he does with with Jack Catterall.
yeah. But all
Um,
right, I gotta check out. But it's a pleasure being here with you.
it's a pleasure having you, brother. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. God bless.
No problem.
That was my brother Oscar Perez. Special thank you to my brother for pulling up. Great chat, great combo. We went back and forth. We talked about all things boxing. Where was I? Oh yeah, we were talking about the second fight on the main card of the UFC 321, which is um, Alexander Volkov versus Jailton Almeida. Jailton Almeida is coming off of a two-fight winning streak. He just beat Sergey Spivak. He That happened on January. He before that beat Romanov. That happened in June of last year, and before that he lost to Curtis Blades in May of last year. So both of them boys got something to prove. Okay. Third fight on the main card is Umar Nurmagomedov, okay, versus Mario Bautista. This is happening at the bantamweight division. Umar Nurmagomedov, as you already know, he's 18-1. He's obviously I think he's a cousin of Khabib. He was a champion over at Bellator, if I'm not mistaken. Of his 18 wins, one loss. His only loss was his last fight against Marat Dvalishvili for the championship. Um, of his 18 wins, 7 of them are by submission. Surprise, surprise, right? And 2 of them by knockout. He before he lost to for the title against Dvalishvili, he beat Corey Sandhagen. And he lost to Marab back in January, and he beat Cody Sandhagen back in August of last year, and then he beat Al Makan back in March of last year. Okay. Now, in the case of his opponent, Mr. Mario Bautista, he is 16-2. Of his 16 wins, 6 are by submissions, 3 by knockout. Okay. He's coming off of a 3-fight winning streak. He beat Mix in June of this year. He beat Jose Aldo. My goodness, Jose Aldo. On October of last year, and Simon back in January last year. Okay, so that's going to be very interesting. Okay. The co-main event of the evening is for the women's what is it? Strawweight, or why doesn't it say here? This is whack. Just a moment, please. Virna Jandirova, who's the champion, I think is strawweight, but I'll get back to you on that one. 22-3. 14 of her wins are by submission, 1 by knockout. So she beat. She's coming off a win versus Yan Xiaonan. Okay, that happened in April. And before that, she beat Amanda Lemos, back in July of last year. And before that, she beat Godinez back in March of last year. So she's riding a 3-fight winning streak at least. Her opponent, Mackenzie Dern, both from Brazil, by the way, she's 15-5, 8 wins by submission. Okay. She's coming off of a 2-fight winning streak. She beat Ribas back in January. She beat Godinez back in August, and she lost to Amanda Lemos way back in February of last year. So that's going to be very interesting. And of course, the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, this is for the UFC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Oster, I don't see you. Let me know if you're having trouble, if you want me to put the link again or anything like that. My boy here, Tom Aspinall, is 15-3. 12 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission. Last 3 fights, all 3 wins. Starting by his revenge of Curtis Blades by knockout. That happened in July of last year. He beat Sergey Pavlovich by knockout in round 1 as well as Blades. That happened in November of 2023. And he beat Marcin Tybura by knockout in the first round as well on way back July 2023. And the reason why he's been out for so long is because of John Bones Jones docking his ass. I said it. His opponent, Cyril Gahn, 13-2. Okay, 6 wins by knockout, 3 by submission. He's coming up with a win against Alexander Volkov on December 8th. He before that beat Sergey Spivak, I think is his name, September 2, 2023. And before that, he got whacked by John Jones in round 1 by submission way back in March 2023. I foresee a knockout or a submission, especially a submission win, because Cyril Gahn is very good on his feet. Cyril Gane is very good on his feet, fellas. So if I'm Tom Aspinall, I'm taking him down and submitting him. It's pretty easy to do. John Jones showed you that. So, yep, that's what I'm. And his two losses, not for nothing. Cyril Gane's two losses been Francis Ngannou and John Jones. Ain't no shame in that whatsoever. Okay, I just think Tom Aspinall is the truth. We shall see, fellas. Okay, now we're going to do the boxing comebacks. Okay, we're starting our group of the greatest boxing comebacks. Okay, I'm gonna do a few. I don't think I'm gonna get to 10. We'll see how it goes. Rather, I should say that. We'll see how it goes. One moment. There's none. Oh shoot! I just spoiled it. Okay, here it is. Let me share my screen so I can show you. Let me change the disclaimer here. Okay, let me. Man, what am I doing? There we go. Where is? Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay, this is educational purposes only. Okay. What's up, Thomas Hill? My good brother T Hill. Welcome, brother. Always great to have you. God bless you. What an honor. Let me write something here to my brother Thomas Hill. By the way, T Hill, drop the link for the Casuals Corner. They gotta know that channel, so they can get to know you and Ann McQueen, bro. Oh my goodness, this Thomas Hill and Ann McQueen in the Casuals Corner, they make it rain out there, breaking down fights and everything. I mean, I thought I knew boxing, and then I knew T Hill and Ann McQueen. That's how it goes. I'm not even joking. That's my guy right there, T Hill. Feel free to drop the link for the Casuals Corner, man. People need to check that out. They need to. Okay. So yeah, the first great comeback of all time that I'm gonna show you guys is. Let me not spoil it too much. One second. James Lights Out Tony versus Michael Nunn. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. This was James Tony's first shot at a title, and that's how it ended up for Mr. Michael Nunn right there. Let me show you better than I can tell you. Share this. Share screen. One moment. Entire screen. We're gonna watch this together. Okay. This is some highlights. Okay, let me know if you can hear and see this. Okay. This is some highlights. If you can hear this, right here, big right hand. Okay. No copyright infringement.
The record we mentioned, one draw. 30.
Look at that record. 36-0 with 24 KOs. And James Toney was 25-0 with one draw and 18 KOs.
36-0, 24. Nunn did connect with the right hand. And that's not throw one punch at a time, but you see Nunn landed some. Oh, and a right hand from Tony. Halfway through the second round.
Nice. Oh, finding the exit
with the left. Dundee told me he thought that Nunn could really nail him with the uppercut, but Tony landing some there.
You can't leave your chin in the center line against James Toney. Watch this.
Dundee told me he thought
he left his head on the center line, and what happened?
Nunn
This
could
happened.
really nail him going with the uppercut, but Tony landing some there. Had a good right in that flurry. This is what Tony's got to do. He's got to Tony with the body shot and then double up with the uppercut and nail him. And none landing as well. And a couple of left.
What Bill Miller asked him to put 2 and 3 and 4 punches together. But here's where he should be working right now, Tony. And this is what Tony's got to be doing.
Tony landing lots of punches here in the latter stage of the 4th round, and Tony comes back with a couple. 5th round.
Apologies for the resolution, though.
That's what he's got to do. Tony punch him.
Actually,
and no landing again. Good right hand.
let me see if there's any activity in the chat so far. Tim Layton, how you doing? What an honor. Tim Layton's in the house. Welcome, bro. God bless you. Great to have you, sir. Yes, everybody click that link, that T-Hill. I'm going to put it on the screen. God bless you, Tim Layton. We had such a great cook deal. What was the one that you know what, Tim Layton, put your channel's link again, because you were saying something about Sabu and Sandman, I think, the other day about the ECW days. And, man, I think I got the wrong Tim Layton. Please put it up, because I want to see that, man. And everybody click that link and check out the Casuals Corner. Everybody. You guys need to check. Oh, Oster, I'm sorry. What's up, brother? You hear me? Are you there? Oh, man, don't tell me you're still having issues. All right, I'll be here. I ain't touching you. Don't be saying that I'm kicking you out now.
You can't hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, brother. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome. Let me stop sharing screen then. I was showing the comeback of James Toney versus Michael.
See, I know you was blocking. Bro. I know you was blocking me yesterday, man.
Man, get the hell out of here. I would never do that. What's up, brother? Go ahead. I know you're chomping at the bit.
Yeah, I'm chilling. What's up with you? Now, I was on for a minute, but I was walking away because I was doing some stuff.
Oh, okay. Thank you, T-Hill. I got that one. Yeah, I'm going to show that one next time I share my screen. I appreciate it, T-Hill. For sure. That's my brother right there, T-Hill. Actually, let me show you guys the channel. Let me share my screen again, because I have to show people this channel. They have to know about this, okay? Do you know this channel, Oster? Let me share the screen. Audio. Okay. This is the... Okay. I'll do that. Yep. There it is. Appreciate you, brother. I already know. Oh, I'm sorry. What was I? Okay, here it is. The Casuals Corner, fellas. Look at this. This channel right here is the truth. Okay? This is the truth. Go ahead and make sure you click here so you can get notified, because I don't believe they have a set schedule. T-Hill, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Let me know if you guys have a set schedule. Sometimes I get it on my notifications here and there, but this channel is the truth. Oster, are you seeing this? Make sure you guys subscribe and hit this bell right here with the 2, whatever that is, which means you're getting notified every time they go live, okay? Casuals Corner, fellas. This guy right here is Han McQueen, and he goes often with T-Heel. A lot of people there is in Shawa there. You name it, bro. People that are legit go over there, okay? This guy, I'm telling you, take it from me. He is the truth. Now, there's a few channels with the name Casual Corner. There's one of MMA. There's one Casual without the S. Like, remember this logo right here, okay? This right here. Please check them out. Unbelievable channel. Unbelievable channel. Oh, Oster, what happened? What happened, Oster? You see, I'm telling you guys, he's running from me. He keeps running from me. And then he says I'll block him. How am I gonna? Why would I block you? Yeah, I put it. You see on the banner, T Hill. You see that on the. At least I got it on the banner, but for sure I will show this image for sure. Exactly. Yep. Under section 107, there it is. Yep. Copy and paste. There it is. Okay. Thankfully, I put it on the banner like you. Hey, you see that Matchroom won the purse bid for the. Yep, for sure. Scrolling. Yep, section 107. Yeah, let me go ahead and copy this one and paste it. Yes, sir. Banner. Create. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember I shortened it because it doesn't allow more than, what is it, 200 characters or whatever. But okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy and paste, and I'm going to have it so I can format it. Okay, there we go. I'm sending myself an email right now. Just give me a minute, fellas. Disclaimer. Use instantly. Absolutely. Protect yourself at all times. That's the name of the game, brother. I appreciate the hell out of you, bro. You already know. Absolutely. I hope everything is good for you, and I hope you have a great weekend, bro. There we go. I just sent it to myself. Bingo. There's Oster again. There you are, brother. Can you hear me? I heard something there.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up? Fire away, bro. I know you're chomping at the bit. Let's hear it.
Nah, I'm cooling. You don't want it. You know that. We ain't going there.
I don't want it. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, hey, he ain't want it so bad yesterday. He tried to throw me on LeBron. I'm like, man, don't ever mix my name over LeBron. You crazy?
You know what's crazy? Carrier was the one. Man, I hope the aircraft carrier comes through tonight, bro. Because aircraft carrier was crazy.
And you jumped right, you fed right on it. You was like, yo. You was like, yeah. Oh, so I'm like, yo. I ain't say that. We supposed to be battling right now. And I'm like, I ain't come here to talk about LeBron. You crazy?
But bro, you're missing the point. He asked me, because remember I say it, and I stand on this. I can make the case for and against both of them, MJ and LeBron, and he, Carrier, asked me to make the case against Michael. So that's what I did. And then you start calling me like a closet LeBron fan. I'm like,
no, second, I was talking about
not you, Carrier. Oh. Carrier did.
I was talking about. I was talking about the debate. That's what I was talking about, the debate. kept talking about the debate. I'm like, yo, he jumped in with the. So I'm like, yo, we supposed to have a debate about LeBron and Jordan. That's what that was my interpretation. It was LeBron and Jordan. I know, I damn sure know I wasn't talking for LeBron. I know that for a fact.
Me neither. No way. Listen, there's something wrong in the communication here.
Yeah, I don't even like my name associated with his name in the same sentence. For real.
That was Carrier. Do you remember? He said like Oster. He was the one that put on the chat that Oster was the one that said that LeBron was better than MJ. I never said that. Bro.
Yo, I don't think somebody could walk up on me and be like, man, you know something? Even if I was 6, whatever, if I look just like him, yo, we need you to play LeBron in the movie. I'd be like, nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Nah, I'm turning that down. I'm not doing my first acting job of my life. I'm not doing that though. No, I can't. I can't. Nah, I'm not doing that. I can't play LeBron.
Listen, I need to ask you this question, bro. How do you feel about Scottie Pippen?
That's my favorite player in the NBA. I said this. Yo, check your transcripts, man. I said this yesterday. I said Scotty is my favorite player in the NBA until AI came. And AI came, but me and AI got a different kind of relationship. It's more a culture thing with AI. You know what I mean? It's more a culture thing than it is, you know, but it's basketball too, because I'm a point guard. So when I was young, I played point guard. So that's why I like Mo Cheese. I like certain people, but AI is like my, you know what I mean? But Scottie Pippen is my guy. That's my guy. That's always been my guy. Backboard king. Ain't playing in the NBA that can get off the backboard like Scotty. If you know Scotty, you know he shot off the backboard. He ain't shoot too many, like, you know, all rim. Scotty was a backboard master. He had backboard all day long. He played the box. True story though.
Yeah, you remember Tim Duncan as well. Tim Duncan had that little kiss off the glass that I just loved, especially when he was young.
Yeah, I mean, but see, you know, let me ask you something. Do you remember? If you say, because you know you don't know shit about basketball.
You crazy as hell. Go ahead. You crazy as hell, bro. I don't know shit about basketball, bro. Go ahead.
You remember my man Robert Pack?
Yeah, wasn't he a point guard?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's my guy. You know what I mean? I could get a 5 in basketball that's not even named, and they scrape some motherfuckers. I'm telling you, man. I'm for real. I'm serious. Like Robert Pack, man, you crazy. Before Brian Davis and all of them, Robert Pack. You got to remember, boy, he come out of Denver, boy. I'm telling you, boy, that boy was bad. That boy was a gangster. Robert Pack. And what's my white boy name? Oh my God.
Price?
No. Forward. A forward.
Kevin McHale?
No, this after Kevin McHale, but before. Put it this way: this was one of the first. This is the first start of that forward. You know what I mean? That power forward with agility and all that dunking, and you know from floor to floor. What's his name? Sam. What's his name? Sam. What's my white boy name?
Was he a power forward or a power forward? You already said that.
Power forward. He looked like the Kellogg's commercial. What's my man name? God damn.
Come on, you can't be talking about Christian Laettner, right?
Hell no. This is before that. Didn't I just explain this is before that. Yeah. This is after McCallum. This is after McCallum. He
Tom Chambers?
Yeah. My man.
That's it. Yeah. He dunked on people's faces, bro. That dude was a bad boy.
Tom dunked on everybody. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Who said one man can't jump? Wesley Snipes did, but whatever.
Yeah, no. That's my guy, though. I'm telling you, he was a bad boy, man. I'm telling you, he dunked on everybody. Ewing, Olajuwon, everybody that was in the middle, Jordan, everybody.
He had a mean poster of Mark Jackson, bro. I remember.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. He jumped over Mark Jackson. That looked like a dunk contest. Like they told Mark to stand there.
That was like the Blake Griffin on Timofey Mozgov type nasty.
Oh God! See, here you go. You always gotta put a nail in a tire, man. Lord have mercy. This guy here, boy, you self-sabotage. He killed me, boy. Lord have mercy.
Man, listen, I can't stand Blake Griffin, bro.
But you can't even put certain names in with certain other names. That don't work, man. You can do Blake Griffin with Tom Chambers. That's disrespectful, man. Come on.
No, as a poster. I'm just saying as a poster, man. That's it.
Oh yeah,
as a player.
Blake got a lot. I'm not even going there. But I like Blake though. Blake is Blake.
I don't like Blake Griffin at all.
Yeah, Blake is Blake. Yeah, Blake is Blake. I just put it like
what can he do? What can he do outside of dunking? What can he do really?
Yeah, Blake is Blake, man. Blake remind me of, you know what Blake remind me of? But he was a real good player though. That's the thing I'm saying. I shouldn't even think
he was pretty good, but
I'm not talking about Blake.
Ahead of Steph, bro.
I'm not talking about Blake. I ain't say Blake was a good player.
Oh, okay.
The other person I'm talking about is a good player. So I don't know if I should.
Excellent. Yeah,
I don't know if I should. No, the player that remind me of Blake, but he's a better player than Blake. But it's just stylistically because he got a funny shot, and Blake really ain't got no shot, to be honest with you. But
Right.
Sean Marion, you know what I mean? It just because Sean Marion
He
got
was
that funny
more of
ass
a
shot.
3, wasn't he?
Huh?
He was
Yeah,
more
he
of
was
a
a 3. He was a 3. Blake ain't no real 4 anyway. Blake is
That's the ugliest jump shot I've ever seen in my life.
Sean Marion, right? I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yo,
Man.
listen, Lord have mercy. I said you got to the NBA with that shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, what
Exactly.
the fuck? Like,
He made a few All-Star team, bro, low key and everything.
so Sean Marion got defense. He got D, but
Oh
that
yeah.
fucking shot is crazy though.
Yeah, it is crazy, bro. I don't know how in God's name. He shot the 3-pointer like Shaq shot the free throw.
Here you go again. Here you go again. See? Here you go again. I told you yesterday, basketball is position. And like I say, basketball is position. So like people like Shaq don't gotta have no free throws. He don't got he ain't gotta make one. He gonna get 2 points though. He might not get the third one, but he'll get 2. And that's Shaq, because they got other people. Basketball is different. I mean, you got 5 motherfuckers on the court that could do everything. You know what I mean?
Nah,
So
you can't give him that pass, bro. That's too much of a pass. No way. You got Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, all of them can shoot free throws. Come
because they
on,
can
man.
shoot. That's their game. They can shoot. Shaq is dominant. Shaq ain't no shooter.
Yeah, you're right there next to the rim, bro. The free throw line is what, like 10 steps away from the rim?
Shaq is a low percent shooter. Period. Point blank. Low
No, that's
percent.
true. That's true.
Low percent. Every 95% of his shots is low percent shots is under the basket. That's basketball. But they play basketball different today. That's why they be talking about the center can't shoot, because you got Joker's fool ass out here shooting threes and all that. That's what's going on today. So y'all look at Shaq like he can't shoot a 3. No, they wasn't. You know, if Shaq shot a 3 back then, he'd have got benched. He'd have sat on the bench. They'd have sat his ass right down. You crazy? Get your ass on the bench. If you sick, you sick. Yo, you think we paying you this money to shoot a 3? If you shoot anything 5 feet from the basket, you might get benched. What's wrong with you? I swear to God.
For real. No, for real, bro. I remember even I mean, Hakeem is something else, but even you know, a David Robinson or a Moses Malone all those dudes were you know, manning the lane, which is what they should do in my view. I've always seen a center and a power forward as paint players. That might just be the old school in me, but I just never really wanted to deviate from that, man. I see basketball very old schoolish type, you know. I appreciate the 3-pointers and everything else, but don't give me a 7-footer out in the 3-point line. Who's going to rebound?
But that's why they say when they talk about Joker and all that, right? And I ain't got nothing. I have nothing against Joker game. I just want you to say I have nothing against his game. You know, Joker is who Joker is. You know what I mean? I don't.
You went silent there. You're not muted.
If I don't, you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, now I know I can't change screens because I'm on my phone, so I know I can't change screens. They go mute. But anyway, I was trying to look at the message. But if Joker, see, I don't respect players like Joker in his position and the way he played that position, because my love for basketball came from different. You know what I mean? Like sinners are sinners. They down low. They ain't at the 3-point line. God damn. You know what I mean? David Robinson and a large one and Ewing, it was nice because they had a mean 12, 10, 12 footer. They ain't step outside of that though. They wasn't at no 3-point line doing no nut shit. You know what I mean? That was Horry and everybody else's job. Starks and everybody else.
Exactly.
So I can't respect Joker. I got several reasons. One is that you're a big man with no D. Period. So you can have offense, you can do all that, but Shaq had D. That's the thing about it. Shaq had D. He could shoot free throws, but you wasn't coming out here dunking on him all day doing none of that. No, you wasn't doing all that. That wasn't happening.
Hakeem Olajuwon beat him 4-0, bro.
There you go. There you go with Hakeem again. Yeah.
I mean, you can't win one game, bro. No one game. AI won one.
Yeah. Yes, I know that.
And that was the Orlando Shaq, the athletic Shaq, the Shaq that could do a few things, not the Big Mac Shaq.
No, that was a rookie Shaq, man. That was a rookie Shaq, man. And I'm not saying, look, Akeem, the Dream is my guy. Don't get it wrong. I told everybody at that time that Akeem going to school him because he was going to school him. It is what it is. That's like Terrence Crawford and Canelo. You could be big as you want to be. I'm about to school you, though. I'm about to show you something. You think it's a game? Watch this. He beat Shaq so bad. Shaq came to the news. Remember, Shaq came to the news. Said, "I want to play 1-on-1 for $1 million." He said, "You think we in the park?"
Yeah.
He kicked Shaq ass. He took him to school, man, for real. That was a real school. That was school.
But Shaq was never a defensive presence like that, bro. Like a Hakeem or a David Robinson. I don't remember Shaq like that. Do you?
No, I ain't say like that. But you wasn't doing what you want to do with Shaq. Shaq had D. Don't get it wrong. Shaq wasn't always that big. Shaq was skinny. Shaq, you remember Shaq used to run up and down the court, dribbling the ball. Yeah, that's Shaq. Athletic. Yeah, that's Shaq. Jumping around, sliding around. That's Shaq. That's the real Shaq. Later on, you know, you became, you know, cool because you became dominant. And you lucky Shaq ain't, like Kobe said, if Shaq would have kept working out, you think we won 3? We'd have won 10 here. You think it's a game? We'd have won a diamond.
Not only that, he would have been the GOAT.
I'm trying to tell you, Shaq would have cleaned house all around the board.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of on him. You can only blame yourself. That's why he had those issues with Kobe. That's the main reason why him and Kobe had those issues, because Kobe was like, "Yo, what are we doing here, bro?"
I'm gonna tell you, man, that was a match made in heaven. I'm telling you, a 2-man duo. See, that's basketball. That's what basketball. You don't need. And then another thing that I want to tell you about yesterday, when I was trying to explain to you, when I was texting to you, when I was talking about Chicago, and this is what I was saying because it sounds different in the text. There's a difference when you draft superstars or a star, or a Hall of Famer or a All-Star. That's a difference when you develop stars that's on your team. Scotty came to Chicago as a rookie. He didn't come from no place else. He didn't have no experience in an NBA, none of that. At that time, Jordan was still building himself up. Jordan wasn't Jordan when Scotty got there. They did all that together. And people always say, like, yo, this and that. Yeah, one can make another, but one can't be one without the other. That's the point. Do you get what I'm saying? So of course, if they split, that's like you splitting with your wife you've been with for 10 years straight, and y'all did everything together and won champions and won all this, and now you gotta do it by yourself. It's real. That's just what that is. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody's talent and all that. Because Scotty and Rodman did not come to Chicago as a all-star. Just to let you know that he did not. So you know, Chicago, that's the difference. I be telling people, like, a lot of people got developing talent that came from the team. That's the old school way. They used to get a team and they develop with their team. That's just the old school way. And so when he was talking about the LeBron, I was like, that's all I was saying was, you know, it's a difference when you you draft 2 people in that's a franchise player, not even damn an all-star. You drafting franchise players in. That's deep. Come on, that's deep. Kevin Love was a franchise player. Boss was a franchise. Those was franchise players. Those wasn't like,
especially the Minnesota Kevin Love.
I'm trying, man. That's when he got him. Right after he won. Remember, right after he won the joint, they was about to give Kevin Love all that money. Kevin Love ain't want to come to fucking Cleveland. I don't know why he did, but he ain't want to come.
Because of LeBron James. I mean, if LeBron ain't there, he ain't even looking that way. Let's be honest.
I swear, he ain't want to come to Cleveland, man. That's Kevin Love just won the he just won last year the year before he got drafted. What was he? The award he won, was it? Kevin Love was a double king. He was a double king.
He led the league in rebounding.
I'm trying to tell you, man. And Boss was over there in Canada killing him. He just took him right out of the franchise. I say, these guys is crazy. These guys are lost their mind.
Best thing he ever did was get the hell out of Minnesota, bro. Not for nothing. I ain't got nothing against Minnesota. I only hate the Lakers and the Knicks. But the Minnesota, bro, they to me, bro, KG spent way too much time there, bro. In my opinion.
You think so?
Yeah, because look, he had instant success when he went to Boston. And granted, he went to the Western Conference Final. I'll give you that one. He went to the Western Conference Finals and he ran into Shaq and Kobe. I mean, what are you going to do, right?
No, what I'm saying is that that was good over there. Minnesota was a good team. You sometimes
I
you
mean,
sit
he had
out,
Terrell Brandon. He had Latrell Sprewell, Wally Zerb. It was a pretty good team. Okay, it was a pretty
but
good team.
that wasn't the Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah, yeah, no. That wasn't the Knicks Sprewell for sure.
No,
That's for
the
damn
Knicks
sure.
Sprewell. No, the Knicks Sprewell was garbage. That wasn't
I mean,
garbage.
I'm
It was
sorry, Golden
good.
State. I'm sorry,
The Golden
Golden State
State
Sprewell. Yeah,
Sprewell. That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
Sprewell you need.
I'm sorry.
The Knicks Sprewell was good. Though. Don't get it wrong, but it was in spurts because you were the Knicks. But that
He
Golden
was such
State
a
Sprewell,
hothead, though. He was such a hothead, though. Not for nothing.
nah, Sprewell was Sprewell. All the motherfuckers smoke. They all smoke. They all.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, bro. He choked out PJ Carlesimo.
Nah, that wasn't no hothead move. That wasn't a hothead move. Don't let those braids fool you. You heard how PJ used to talk to people, man.
No. I'm not defending PJ Carlesimo, but it's not like that was his only offense either.
No, I'm just saying that one there is like some of these coaches be on some. They be on some bullshit.
Oh, for sure. Do you
Yeah,
remember George Karl? You remember George
Yeah, I'm trying
Karl
to tell you, man.
with Kenyon Martin?
Yep.
That was bad, bro.
And my man Larry Brown with AI. And I'm telling you, man, those coaches be bugging out sometimes.
Man,
And
Larry Brown was pretty good. He fucked up sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, but Larry Brown was solid coach altogether.
no, he's a solid coach, but sometimes you get that other personality that come that you've never been entwined with, and that's where it go wrong. You get that strong personality because evolution is a motherfucker. So you start coming up, like you start coming out of the old. That's why I say now I respect. I mean I respect ball and all that, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? I know about it, so I know it's different now. So I don't like it, but I respect it because you got different talent coming through. That's like these young dudes coming in boxing right now. You know what I mean? Like I said, I told my man the other day, I said, yo, tell me the last time you seen a boxer walk around with a purse and be wearing pink outfits and purple outfits and or out the ring. Just let me know. You get what I'm saying? But you got boxers running around today with, listen, man, things are just different, man. They just different. It's just different, man. It's just different. I've never seen some of this shit. That's why I be bugging out. I'm like, man, I don't care what you say. This was not like this before. You going crazy, man. Y'all wasn't here before. We was here. Y'all wasn't. So many people wasn't here. We was here. Y'all wasn't here. How you gonna tell me something you wasn't even here? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Boxers running around. Can you imagine Muhammad Ali running around with a purse and Hagler got a purse while they out the ring at an interview with a pink fur on it? Come on, is you serious? Yeah, come on.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm watching the freaking bro. That was bad. That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen in my life. Take a look at this. Shares. I hope Kendrick can see this. The number one. No, that's not him. Somebody else was hating on Scotty last night. That wasn't him. Well, he did say Scotty was never the second best player in the NBA, which I thought was kind of whack, but nevertheless, this was the quote unquote foul that kept Scotty out of the 94 or 95. I can't believe which one it was. Finals against Hubert fucking Davis.
Yeah.
Check this shit out. On a 3-pointer, 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Bulls are ahead by 1 point. 7 point whatever seconds left. Bulls are ahead with 1 point in MSG.
I remember that shit yesterday.
Bro, that's one of the worst calls I've ever seen in NBA history.
And you know the funny thing about it?
Man, go ahead.
Yes. I was talking about early today about that new rule, and it's based on that. I said it had in.
Oh, 94. Look at that. Conference semis. There it is. Game 5. Was that the call? No, that wasn't the call. Bro, he never touched them. You see that shit? He never touched them. you see Hubert Davis's legs? He tripped them. Get the hell out of here, bro. Get the F out of here. Scotty Pippen wants to eat him alive, bro. And I don't blame him. This is the shit that gets me, bro. Because that man, nevertheless, anyway. Um, that's water under the bridge at this point, I guess. But Scotty, bro, Scotty's the truth, man. People sleep on that guy. Not you, obviously, but people sleep on him. I keep telling people, Scotty could be your all-time starting three. He really could be. If you want to say it's KD or Kawhi or LeBron, I get you. LeBron is my well, LeBron's my point guard, really. I got Kobe and MJ. They can flip and flop between 2 and 3, and then Duncan and Hakeem, and nobody's ever grabbing a rebound on that paint. So I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm going 82-0 and 16-0 in the playoffs. So yeah, that's just what's gonna happen. But
I feel you.
how do you feel about give me your best point guards. Give me your top 5 PGs of all time. Let's have some fun here, shall we? Okay, you're probably busy. That's fine. I'll wait. Just got some videos here. Let's see what we got. I gotta eat something, bro, for real. I gotta eat something. I'm gonna eat something and I'll be right. I mean, I'm gonna get something to eat and I'll be right back. Okay. Let me just put the message here. I'll be right back, fellas. All right, we are back. Still there, bro? Still there, brother Oster?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let me drop the pen. There we go. Yes. There we go. Right. So let me hear what are your top 5 PGs?
Top five, like of all time, or just top five now, or
No, no, no.
I couldn't tell you now anyway.
Yeah, no, me neither. I stopped watching the sport, but all time.
Oh boy, that's a deep one there. Well, all right, put it this way. Well, my top five is not going to be in like what you think is like the best point guards and stuff like that,
Your favorites.
huh?
It's gonna be your
Okay,
favorites, right?
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I go with. Oh yeah, I go with Mo Cheeks, Mo Cheeks, Allen Iverson, uh, uh, Mo Cheeks, Allen Iverson, Mo Cheeks, Allen Iverson, somebody, my man from Phoenix, KG, uh, not Kevin Garnett, the
Steve
one that
Nash.
turned no, the one that turned into before Steve Nash, the one that turned into a mayor, senator, uh, uh,
Oh, Kevin
um,
Johnson.
Kevin Johnson, yeah, Kevin Johnson. Damn, I forget my man name. Goddamn, yeah, KJ, that's three. Um, it's another good point guard that I like. Let me see. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, I like this one. Might this one, man. But I like Mark Jackson and another one. And I got to go with my man, the glove.
Gary Payton, baby.
Yeah, I got to go with the glove. I got to. I mean, and that's not. It's some more, but that's not in particular order. That's just
Since we're doing favorites, though, let's go all the way up to 10.
whoa. Okay, so I got the glove. I got let me see. I got the glove. I got all right, let me think. Let me think. Nah, you know what? Not for nothing. I like Jason Williams. Um
Red chocolate.
yeah, I like Jason Williams. I like my man Penny. I like Penny, Magic. You know, those is like I like to pick people other than them because those is like they take up space because everybody like them. So yeah, but I gotta put Magic in there. I mean, shit, I could go. I gotta put Isaiah in there. You go for days with that shit. Um, I could tell you who I like, and this is my guy. This is my guy. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. This is my little guy. What's my little motherfucker name from the What was the name with the big lips from Well, I think he was on Portland. Was he? Oh no! First of all, no, slow down,
Damian
slow
Lillard.
down. No, slow down, hold on, hold on. I gotta say, my man, Porter. Come on, man, hold on. Oh, what you doing, man? What you talking about? My man, Porter, Terry Porter. That's my guy. What are you talking about? My man, Terry Porter, man. Come on, man. Come
That's
on,
nice.
huh?
That's nice.
Yeah, my man, Terry Porter. I forgot about my man. Damn, it have struck me now if I would have said my man TP. What is you talking about? Oh, I'm gonna give you another one too. Ross Strickland. That was another one of my guys. You hear me?
That was nice. Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, the point guards was the point guards. That was the game. You know what I mean? It was the point to the center. Everything in between that was add-ons. But you need a point guard and you need a center to win the chip back
Right.
in the days.
Right.
You know what I mean? You need a floor general and you need somebody down there that's dominant. You know what I mean? Everybody else is just add-ons. They just icing on the cake.
Got
It's a
anybody
pizza.
else?
Shit. I got. Let me see. I said raw. I mean, yo, I like all points. My man. Mark Price, crazy.
Yeah, he was
Scott
good.
Yo, Scott Styles. Come on, I go forever. Point guard, I go forever, man. Scott Styles. Who else was nice? Who else was? Yeah, Mark Price. That was my guy though. Stockton. I mean, come on, man. You go forever, man. Who? And I like Damon Lillard. Damon Lillard, you know, coming up to now.
Yeah.
And I like. You got to put these two in. You just got to. It's a fact. You got to put them in because these was underdog point guards that proven to be true and real. And they came from the same team. They was on the same team doing greatness. You heard me? You got motherfucking Rondo. My man Rondo. Rondo was nice as a point guard. I don't care what nobody tell me.
Nice. He was real nice.
Rondo carried Boston. If it was for Rondo, he wouldn't have got no chip. Rondo carried those motherfuckers. I'm telling you, because all those motherfuckers from Boston was old. Rondo was the youngest motherfucker on that team. All those motherfuckers old. They all came from all tems. That Boston was like a graveyard. That was a graveyard, you know what I mean, for the last shot. For real, that was like a graveyard. All the motherfuckers, Garnett, Gray Allen, all of them. That's my people's. Pierce, you know, Pierce was there. But that was the first real super team. But they just was old though. So at that time, it didn't consider as a super team because you know Barkley, everybody did that to get a ring back then. The difference with Braun that he did it, he took franchise players in the middle of their prime. That was wild. I didn't understand that.
That's the difference. Like,
I didn't understand that.
They got together when they were old. LeBron not so much.
Yeah. They all went to Boston. You know what I mean? Barkley went to Barkley. Where Barkley went? Barkley went to he went to Houston. Malone went to LA. You know what I mean? They all did that when they couldn't get the ring. This is the last. Peyton went to LA. You know, that was a thing. They all did that. They last like year or two, jump on a good team.
It worked for Gary Payton over in Miami sometimes, and for Alonzo Mourning as well.
No, but Gary Payton tried it really in LA. Remember that? It ain't work in LA. That's why his ass went to Miami. It ain't working in LA.
With Seattle, yeah.
No, GP. Remember GP was on LA?
Oh yeah, that's right with Malone, yeah.
Yeah, that's when they all came to LA. They all came to LA and they lost.
They got their asses kicked. Versus
they're supposed to win though. They were stacked up over there. They're supposed to win that shit though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so nobody talk about that shit. Nobody want to talk about. They're supposed to win that.
That's why people don't like to debate me on basketball because. Oh boy, I got my aces in the hole.
Now you don't know shit about basketball, though, Irony.
I love it, bro. I got some for you. I got some names for you. Because I'm like you, bro. I like a lot of people that are not gonna be in anybody's all-time great list. You know?
Yeah.
I like me some Michael Conley, bro.
Yeah.
I like my all-time favorite point guard, low key, is probably Steve Nash, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Steve Nash was nice though. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah,
that ain't a bad choice.
I'm with you on Gary Payton. I do like Mark Jackson as well. I love that name.
Mr. Fundamental.
Absolutely. He's number 2 or 3 in all-time assists, low key.
Mr. Fundamental.
Absolutely. I'm gonna mention a name, Tony Parker.
Hell yeah, my bad. Oh, my bad. See, you be bugging. Oh, I ain't seen my man TP. The other TP, I'm trying to tell you, that's crazy. See, you can't be asking me questions about 10 people, man. You get me bogged up, man. I can't forget everybody. Tony Parker, come on, man. Hell yeah.
Nah, forget about the number. That's why I let you go. You mentioned more than 10 because I was like, listen, let's forget about putting a number. Let's just go here because there's just too many people. You know, somebody's getting left out. That's for sure.
Yeah, you got Tony Parker. What's my man name with the big lips that look like a frog? Damn, the short motherfucker. He was on
Nick Van Exel.
Nah, oh, that's another one I forgot. Damn, my nigga Nick. God damn, no. No, he was on I think he's on Portland. What was the fuck of his name? Yeah, he's on Portland. Got the point guard. The little nigga. Huh?
It's not Damian Lillard?
No, before that. The little nigga, the short nigga. He look like Greg Anthony.
Stoudemire?
No. Before David Stoudemire. I forgot to say David Stoudemire too. And I got another one. what was his name? Damon Williams. Williams from Williams was nice. Went to Olympic team. Williams from he was on SAC. What Williams was on? The Nets. I know he went to the Nets. That was Damon Williams, right? That was his name, Damon Williams.
I don't think so. In the Nets.
Yeah, he was on Olympic team. He was the point guard on the Olympic team.
Oh, Darren Williams.
Darren Williams.
Okay, yeah.
Darren Williams. Yo, he was a quiet storm. Like, he was one of those light-skinned motherfuckers that just kick your ass and you don't even know he hit 40 on you. Yo, for real. Darren Williams would kick your ass. You wouldn't even know he hit 40 on you. For real.
He was real nice in Utah.
Yeah, come on.
He was real nice in Utah, though. I'll give you that one. There's another dude, Chauncey Billups. I always like Chauncey Billups, bro.
Big shot. Big shot. You motherfucking right. Big shot. You got who's coming off the who was Indiana point guard?
Mark Jackson.
No. After that.
In the Reggie day. Oh, after Jamal Tinsley?
Tinsley, I think, yeah.
Okay.
But they had another one. But what was this motherfucking name, man? My man, damn. I forgot his name. The little short motherfucker. I think he was on Portland. It's a short motherfucker, man. Oh, God. Boykins. Is that Boykins? Yeah, Boykins.
Oh, yeah. I remember him from Denver, but yeah, he was in Portland, yeah.
He went to Portland too. Boykins, yeah. Boykins, that's his name. Boykins, that's my guy.
He was nice.
I remember Spud Webb came through the NBA and lit it up.
Bro.
Spud Webb, remember Muggsy Bogues? The little motherfucker came through lighting it up.
Barea too.
Yeah, you had Muggsy. You had Muggsy. They had a crew in Charlotte. You crazy? They was running motherfuckers on the East Coast. Remember Muggsy Malone? I mean Muggsy Alonzo. Was it Alonzo? Was it Grandmama?
Larry Johnson too.
Yeah, Larry Johnson was Grandmama. Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues. And who else? Wasn't Alonzo? Who was the? They had a little three thing going on.
Yeah.
I think it was Alonzo. No, it was Alonzo, Muggsy Bogues, and I think it was Larry. Wasn't it Larry Johnson before Larry Johnson went to the Knicks?
Exactly. And Alonzo went to Miami. Yeah.
Yeah, him and Larry Johnson got in beef. They had super beef. I don't know what the fuck they was beefing about. They had real beef. They had a real beef.
Bro, they hated each other. I don't know if they still do though. They might still do, but man, that was bad. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's at the time where the NBA let a motherfucker clothesline you. Yeah, you get clothesline. Remember those days in NBA where they had 6 men just to beat you up?
Yeah.
Literally put them in there.
Enforcers. They called them the enforcers.
Yeah, literally put them in there and come in and just fuck you up. You got a 4-way guard in Jordan. You're like, what the fuck?
Yep. Everybody had at least 3 of those.
Hell yeah. Nobody gave a fuck about that 6-man award. That 6 men was there to beat people up.
Mm-hmm.
That shit, they came in there to beat you up. I'm trying to tell you.
For real, bro.
They don't know. Like I tell people, and believe it or not, they look at basketball. Basketball was rougher than football. Y'all think it's a joke. Basketball was it had no protection. You get flat line running down. You get low guarded. How you call that shit? What you call that shit when a nigga jump? You low bridge him. Basketball used to be crazy.
Yeah, the freaking pulling the chair. Chair.
Motherfucker going for a layup. You push him into the pole. You know, remember there used to be a pole there holding the court up. Yeah. What the fuck? And you push a motherfucker like for basketball. I'm telling you, get elbow. Remember, people used to come to the game with goggles on, wristbands, casts.
Yeah, bro.
I'm telling you, basketball was rough, man. Yeah, that shit was rough. That's why they toned that shit down, giving all these fouls, and that's why we say now the game is soft. Cause we used to the game being rough. You know, that's why we say, man, that shit's soft. You call a foul, motherfucker, you didn't even touch them. They got flopping as a foul now. That's like a thing now. The fuck? It's a thing. Yo, I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I understand it from this standpoint. I understand you wanted to make the NBA more like kid friendly, so to speak. So like more of like an attraction to kids, but they blown that shit out of proportion, bro.
They do it to all the
Like, I
sports.
don't even recognize this sport anymore. To be honest with you, I'm not even kidding.
I'm telling you, they're doing it to all the sports. All the sports is like that. Everything. You can't hit a motherfucker in football. I remember you go. Remember in football, you go. But I did it though because health wise, these big companies they get responsible later on. You know what I mean? So they try to tone it down. I mean, I respect that, but you can't knock somebody for loving it. You get what I'm saying? When you had them going crazy, you can't knock that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make me love something. They're gonna tell me don't love it because you want to change it up. No, I love it for what I love it for. Shoot, you think I'm lying? Go ask some wives that the husband still love them for why they love you. They don't care what's going on now. They still love you from last year when I was in love with you.
For the memory.
I remember what's going on now. That's what's going on now. I'm sorry, but I still love you like this. What you talking about?
I appreciate that for sure. For sure. I mean, you have no idea how much I love basketball, bro. Like a big chunk of my life, I follow basketball religiously, bro. I'm telling you. And I mean, I guess it's gonna. Something tells me it's gonna get back to what it should be. I'm not
Hell
saying.
no. You crazy? Hell no. You can get out that thought.
No, I'm not saying it's gonna get back to like the 80s or 90s, but I don't know, man. This flopping and shit, and now they got the thing with where they're rigging games and everything. Something's gonna happen in that league, bro.
What I tell you is this. I can tell you this. I don't think nothing. I'm saying that. Yeah. Yes. I'll tell you this for sure. As far as right now, ain't nothing coming back to the way it was. This shit gonna get worse and worse. It's never getting back to that. You can forget that. You can hang that up. It's not. You know why? You know why I say this? Because in today's time, they involved everything around money. This is why all this stuff turned down. Like you just said it, to be kid friendly. You know what kid friendly is? Money. Kid friendly is money. If you remember, Barkley and them was spitting on fans. Like it was real. It wasn't no game. It was real. You remember arenas putting guns out and all that? Basketball is a real sport. Yo, that shit is serious, man. They would just be wilding out, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. So
but don't you think that from the money perspective, more people are going to watch if it's more exciting, if it's more rough and rugged? I mean, doesn't it make sense from the money standpoint as well?
I don't think so because today's time, everybody is manipulated in their brain to think this way. And being somebody flatline in basketball, with these weak ass brains today, nobody going like that. Basketball will never sell. This ain't wrestling. They think this is real. I mean, this is a real sport. They ain't gonna see nobody going there breaking their ankles, getting pushed down, fighting on the court like they did back in the days. They won't get no money. That's corporate. They won't get no money. They gotta please to the people that gonna like them, and they won't bring in.
True. Yeah,
they're gonna bring in everybody else. Yeah, that's a corporate thing. That ain't got nothing to do with that ain't boxing. That's corporate. Like corporate, you know what I mean? Like anything they do is sponsored and fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything they do be sponsored. That's why when they do something, like if a basketball player or a football player, they worry about it's two people that can get you. They be like, they worry about the league. What the league gonna do? Is the league on? They can lose their sponsors. They want to know if the league is going to suspend me. As long as the league don't suspend me, the league don't feel it's that serious. I can still play. You get what I'm saying? But let something happen and the league put you on suspension. And then you're going to lose all your sponsors. And now your ass is out. If you think I'm lying, ask Ray Caruth. Remember him?
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, kid, shit is real.
You know what I do like to watch though, and I watched a couple. I do like to watch international basketball. I do
Oh
like it.
yeah,
I
hell
watched
yeah.
some of the European Championship games. That was pretty good, bro.
International basketball is way better. But to be honest with you, when it comes to sports, not the players, but the actual sport, everything international is better in America. It's a funny thing because, like saying movies. You ever notice that in movies? You watch an American movie and they go blow the bus up or they go chop somebody's head off. And in American movies, they cut the scene all the time. They cut the scene because America
Yeah,
is soft. They don't want you to see all that kind of stuff. Go look at an international movie. You're gonna see the head get sawed off, bone, blood, everything. They don't give a fuck. Everything. You gonna see everything.
yeah,
They ain't got to put it in animation. They gonna saw it off on TV. If you watching it, you watching it. It's on you.
yeah.
Yeah.
They don't pamper. They don't pamper people over
Hell
there.
no. They ain't with none of that. That ain't how that thing go. I tell people that all the time. Y'all know America is soft. America is bullies. They soft, but they bullies.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Unfortunately. Um. Well, we'll see, man. They man, it's a rough one. Do you I don't know if I've asked you this before, but I think I have. But do you rock with the UFC or no?
Yeah, I was just watching UFC. I told you before that I know UFC. I just put it this way: I know UFC. I stopped following UFC a long time ago, but
Right,
I
right. Yeah, I
know, I
remember now.
know, I know, I know the fighters. Like if you talk UFC, I could talk to you about UFC. I can't talk to you about some of the names today in the UFC. You know what I mean? This person fought that person, he fought him. I can't do that. But I could talk to you though. You know what I mean? Because all that shit stemmed from when we used to watch UFC. Because all this shit today stemmed from before. So is nobody you gonna talk about today that you're not gonna bring up a name that I don't know from before in UFC? These people today ain't that great. They just not they good like everybody else. They're not that great though. They're not
No,
superior over. You know what I mean? So there's gonna always be in conversation.
no, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
until somebody up there do something like wow, we call them great. Until somebody do something like that, then you'll see the difference. While you converse, and you'll see the difference.
Give me some of your favorites.
Again, like all my people, she got this big ass pit bull in here. He kill me with that. He's a baby. So God, dude. You hear me, Irony?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Did you ever watch like the Pride promotion back in the day in Japan or no?
Yeah.
That was the good old days, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Those were the good old days.
Man, listen, that's what I tell people. See, it's hard when you ask somebody, about boxing. It depends on the age of the person. Because if you ask somebody our age, or they're gonna give you a negative answer right now. I mean, I don't think nobody my age will sit there right now and be like, I love boxing today. It remind me of back in the days. I just don't think so. I think people will be like, I like this box, I like that boxer, but I don't think people love boxing no more. People like boxers. And that's just why I
Yeah,
be so, you know what I mean? Be so but you got to remember, see, like I told him before, and I said this, and I keep repeating this, and I say, see, I had a lot of fighters alike, so we didn't care about zeros. We had like 5, 6 champions in heavyweight that we can watch. We had like 5, 6 of them in middleweight that we can watch. So we didn't care about it because if they get in the ring with each other, somebody gonna lose. These ain't those draw kind of people that we grew up with. These ain't those draw people. You may catch a draw and that'll be a robbery. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't see one draw back in the days that everybody said, man, that was a mean draw. Nah, all draws considered robberies because you get your ass kicked. You get what I'm saying? And it's hard to learn to love a sport when you done took 3 rounds from us, man. Some of these sports need 3 more rounds, man. They should have kept it at 15. The hell? That's why you got so many draws a day. If that was, I'm telling you, if it was back in the days and no motherfuckers had to go in that 13th, 14th round, talking about champion rounds. Yeah, all right. Y'all know about championship rounds. These ain't no championship rounds. All right. Right or wrong, though, how they gonna be championship rounds in the sweet sport of boxing started off with 15 rounds? Those are the champions. You took the championship rounds out the game. That's what you took them out the game. I don't know why, because all these younger fighters say they got so much stand in them and they so better. Put these motherfuckers back to 15 rounds. Let's see what's up, right or wrong.
Well, the problem with that is that the reason why they eliminated the 15 rounds, I'm with you, by the way, but the reason why they eliminated the 15 rounds is because this fight, Ray Boom Boom Mancini versus Doug Q Kim, that was back in 82. Give me a second. Let me see if I can. Versus, yeah, it is. This one. Yeah, 1982. After the fight, he died, and he was ruled by a doctor. I'm giving you a summarized version of it, right? He was ruled by a doctor that if he was stopped before, the 15 rounds, that Kim would still be alive. But that decision was disputed because there was many fighters died in. I'm not saying it's good or not, obviously, but I'm just saying that they disputed it by saying there was a bunch of fighters that died in the ring with fewer rounds in a fight. So if you go by that law, then you're just gonna keep subtracting rounds. But nevertheless, it got reduced from 15 to 12 because of that fight mainly.
But the wild thing about that is that I just did a whole video of fighters that like 3 days ago I sent it to you on your thing on Discord, but I named 5 fighters that died. It was 6 fighters. 3 of them died. They all died from the ring, but 3 of them died, later on in the years, but they still was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But the other 3 died, 2 of them died in the ring and 1 died in a hospital after the fight. So, and they didn't go the whole 15 rounds. You know what I mean? So that's why I say people gonna hold narratives about they want to do something like that. I was just saying it in terms of let's take it back 15 rounds. You know what I mean? Because y'all got a lot of safety rules now, so you should be able to go 15 rounds now. Because these people, you're not letting these people get beat up, and that was one of the reasons. It wasn't nothing to do with like boxing itself. It had something to do with the refs and the commission, because we seen it with our own eyes. You sit there, let somebody get hit 20 times, and his head is down. That was back in the days boxing. That's why they was dying like that, because you was letting them get. They don't let it happen now unless you a nobody. They'll let you get beat up. But if you somebody like Canelo or Spence and things like that, you see when Crawford start to get to them, they gonna stop that. But if you ain't got no name, they might let you get. It's people that died in 2019. What's his name? Yeah, 2019. People, come on, that shit is crazy. You know what I mean? But that's what I say. Like that's what it is. So I was making.
Is that the video that you sent me that says the FBI and the NBA?
No, I just sent that. That's the one I just sent. I just did that. That was a short video. That's like 12 minutes. I just did that just now about You heard about that when they raided Chauncey Billups and thing about that. Yeah. So I just did something about that. I was talking in terms of the FBI raiding them and they doing the gambling, but I just think it's a little bigger than that because I was like, I said it just seems like they coming from every sector because at one time the blacks wasn't that popular when it comes to finance. You know what I mean? When it comes to financial things, blacks wasn't popping like that. You know what I mean? We ain't have the things that all the white people had or any other rich race or whatever. This is real. You get what I'm saying? But lately, the past 20, 25 years, you got to see what's going on. We got damn near everybody that touched something that's black is turning into a millionaire if you making it up. And you got Puff Daddy, you got billionaires now, you know what I mean? And it's just funny to me that, they hit the streets first. They brought the Fed down to the streets with the RICO, locked up all the 15, 16-year-old kids that's rapping, going crazy. But they locked them up, though. They could have came and put them in youth centers. They locked them up, though. You know what I mean? Gave them RICO charges. So they got rid of that to me. And then they hit the rappers, all the rappers. And they hit them for things that's regular that they already been saying. They hit them for lyrics. They just start locking them up. All the people that got all this money, they just start locking them up. Like, everybody just got locked. Look, everybody, Gucci, all these motherfuckers is getting locked up, and they getting stripped. They went and grabbed Puffy. They let you know we ain't playing. We went and got top dog, and we ain't let him out. You hear me? You got to understand this. We didn't let him out.
Yeah.
It's different. We didn't let him out. So they hit the entertainers, in the movies, everybody. They hitting everybody. And I'm like, yo, damn, they just everywhere with this right now. Like, what's up? For real, for real. They everywhere with it. People saying it's coming from Trump, this and that. Maybe. It could be. I don't know. I know one thing. They knocking them off, man. I guarantee you all. That's why I was like, and I said, get what Arenas might have told. Because they went and grabbed him first. And they come, like, you got to put it this way. We didn't know nothing about this NBA ring of gambling and whatever y'all got going on in the NBA. And Gilbert Arenas get hit. Now the door is opening. If we was in the street or we was in Texas, you'd be shot, Gilbert. Real rap, though.
Yeah.
If we was in Texas, you'd be shot. If this is the old school, the old mall movie, Gilbert, you'd be shot. True story, though.
shit is bad, bro. I'm telling you. I don't.
Yeah, but my other video that was for that. The other one is before that. It's about the six fighters. I was always giving thanks to I was giving thanks to the to the people putting that love in the boxing, man. You died in the ring, man. You died on your sword, man. That's love, man. You know what I mean? For the sport of boxing. Not in a funny way, but in a real way. That's love for the sport of boxing. I'm not saying that's how you're supposed to go out, but I'm just saying for you, like it's like a Charlie Kirk thing. You know what I mean? They said, a dude told me, oh man, such. I said, listen, I don't care about that because I believe that he went out for what he believed in. That's what he said. He said that people need to get shot and killed with guns in order for guns to be legit in this world. He went out on his sword. There's nothing wrong with that. I applaud him for that. Right, I applaud him for that. He was asking to get. That's what his thing is, to get shot by a gun. He didn't say your own gun. He said people need to get shot by guns, so we can keep the law saying we scared or whatever the case is. And he died by a weird person with a stray gun with no beef. That's his thing. I think that he good, if you ask me. Right or wrong?
I don't know. I don't really. I don't know. I guess. He was what 30 something or something like that.
Listen, babies die at birth, so age ain't nothing but a number. Well, all I'm saying is that what you believe in is, do you believe in that? Is that what you believe in? Is nothing wrong with you dying on your sword. If you go back in the days, people go to war with their sword and their motherfucking thing, and no, they not win. And you die on your sword. That's what you believe in. Ain't nothing. She ain't saying nothing wrong about him. Ain't got nothing. I ain't saying nothing wrong about it. If I was saying some other shit, I'd be saying, listen, that's what the man believed in. Listen to what he said. And listen to how he went. That's what he believed in. If it was anybody else, you would say they died on their sword. Ain't nothing wrong. That ain't talk about the man. That ain't talk. I don't talk about the man. I don't care about what he was talking about. I know what he believed in because he said that. He said he believed in this is what you need to do. Listen. So somebody did it to you, and they're gonna keep your fight going. Don't worry about it. Somebody gonna pick the fight up.
If you want to do harm, bro, you can do harm with a pencil. That's something that I don't necessarily, how do you say? I don't know, man. I don't know. That whole thing, bro, they're still working that out, so who knows, bro.
Yeah, what I'm saying about that is that you put things in this universe. You cannot say things because you don't know how everybody take them.
Yeah.
Sometimes people head is up their ass and they could just say something, but speakers and air and volume of air where people can hear, it could be somebody all the way in the back of the crowd that just don't like what you're saying. Like people die for less though. To be honest with you, people really die for less. Dead serious. But whatever you said, you can't. This is something that you can't blame on nobody. You can't put on nobody because you said something. You one of those people that walk around and talk about things, and you know for a fact that you talk about certain things on this side, and you get on some people, under their skin for your beliefs, and you still do it. So you don't care. So it makes no sense for me to care for you right now. You know what I mean? You could have been a black man too doing the same shit. I don't give a fuck if that's what you was doing. You could have been a black man like anybody else preaching, things to fuck the black race up. I would feel the same way if you're a black man. That's what you. I'm quite sure the judge put you in jail when they call you a criminal if you did some criminal shit. Right or wrong? If you went and stole something and you get locked up for what you stole, here, Chris. If you get locked up for what you stole and they catch you and you actually stole it, you're a criminal. You get locked up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, if you was innocent and they come fuck with you, now that's a problem. Well, listen, man, it is what it is in this world, man. Hey, am I lying? I ain't. You go to work. If you go to work 40 hours a week, right? If that's your standard, right? But this week you end up working 30 hours. You think you get paid for 40 or 30?
Say that again.
If your job consists of you working 40 hours a week, right?
Yeah.
So you get paid by the hour. But this week you decided to do 30 hours. You think they're gonna pay you for 40 or 30?
Nah, 30.
You get what you put in.
Exactly.
You get what you put in. It is what it is, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It is what it is, man. If you sitting out there having seminars and talking that stuff like that, you getting the emails, you getting all that stuff, and you still doing it, that's on you.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people with a good mission that went wrong because other people don't understand your mission. And it turned into some other shit. You know what I mean? Like it happens on a regular.
Yeah. I'm with you, bro. I mean,
but I tell you one thing, you gotta check that. You gotta check you gotta check that video. It's a nice little video.
Let me get into the Discord. Because I want to make sure that I don't miss this. Because I was gonna watch the NBA one, but I'm gonna watch this one.
Which NBA one?
No, the one that you just sent.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna watch this one before when we wrap this up because the let's see. Your mental is the most important thing to keep it alive. Before that, you sent me pictures. Oh, this one. Let's see. StreamYard.com. Nah, that's the Boost vs. Lima one. Which one is it? Are you sure you sent it to me? Let's see.
The one with the mental.
Oh, the man. Okay, because I see that was like a short. No, but what's the one that you're saying that?
The 6 fighters, right? How much time is that one there? Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. I can look at your what's that? Okay, no, your last one was that.
Send it to me so I can watch it.
I'll send it right now.
Appreciate it.
And then another thing, I wanted to get on. One time we got to get on my live. I wanted to show you some stuff that you could do for your live, which the scenes and all that stuff. Because I be into all that shit. You know what I mean? How you could. I
gotta watch some more of this guy Kirk Nugent. I've seen a couple, but I gotta watch some more, man. That dude is the truth, man.
Yeah. That's what I watch. But see, but I'm really good on computers. But I just see what I need to know because I need. You get in different tutorials, you see the buttons. So I learned all the buttons, and there's different shit you could do for different things. You know what I mean? So just a little tip is that when you want to post to YouTube, right, like you do now. Landscape, because you posting just like YouTube as of right now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you also want to get into. That's what I'm doing now. And that's what I said. One time when you come on my stream, I'm gonna show you when you see how it come up. You're like, oh shit, and I'm gonna show you how you can set all this up and be simple. So when you're telling your stories and everything there, you could switch things up. Because it's always good to have people see something different as you talking. You get what I'm saying? That's why when you see on like commercials, you'll never see like nothing just sit there and just talk. It always the screen will flicker some kind of way because that's all attraction. You know what I mean? And so different camera views, different you know what I mean, views of the thing. So I was gonna show you once you get on with me, and then you'll see as we talking and how I'll be simultaneously just moving through it, and you'll be like, oh shit, I like that because when you talk about your fight, sometimes you wanna just make the camera you could just do different things, you know what I mean? And it make it good. You could do a lot of different things.
Man, I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm off tomorrow and Sunday. I don't know about you, but tomorrow and Sunday I'm off. So just let me know.
I control. I'll tell you, I'm in my restaurant, so I do all my stuff in my restaurant. So when I be in here, especially when I close, you know what I mean. So I'll be online. That's what I do all day long. I be here. I'm in my restaurant. You know what I mean. So I got my little podcast set up in my restaurant. And once we get on, I'm gonna show you my restaurant because I got 3 cameras. I'm gonna show you. You know about this? You know about the iRoom camera?
About the what?
Look, write this down. IR.
Second, pull up the notes here. IR.
IRIUM.
IRIUM as in Michael.
No, N as in Nancy.
Okay. Irium. Okay.
Yeah.
Irium.
All right, you're gonna go to now you could do this with another phone if you got another phone. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
this camera here, like say if you had another phone or any kind of thing that can show a device, a tablet or whatever. So you're gonna go there, you're gonna download it, you're gonna download that, and that's gonna come into like you can put it on any phone. So now you could take this phone, say you take this phone and have your friend go to the game. This how people
yeah, it's what you're saying. It says Irion webcam. Use your phone's cameras or wireless webcam in your PC or Mac.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just download it and then put it to your phone so you can have 2 cameras. You can have this camera here looking over here, or if you was doing something, you know, on a table or whatever, you'll see. You could just have this camera anywhere you want to have it. You could click it off and on, you know what I mean? It'll pop up. Like anywhere you put it at, that's what it'll be viewing. You know what I mean? And you can control it. You can control it from there. You know what I mean? So you come on your whole, like say if you had a spare phone and get a little tripod and put it on the side of you, you get what I'm saying? So show a side view or front view, you know what I mean? Or overview. Or if you have somebody that you was talking to, you get what I'm saying? Like if you get somebody that you do an interview with, instead of having to be here, just tell them to download that and connect it to your Wi-Fi. I mean, it's connected to you and you'll be looking right at them.
Okay.
Trust me when I tell you, it's good to have. And once you do that, I'm gonna show you some shit on this StreamYard where, see, that's why I'm really practicing right now. I'm not really, I'm throwing videos up, but I'm not really going up because I like my shit to be seamless. So before I go live because I could do a little shit now and like that, but my goal is a little higher for me to really go live and really, do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Do it the way I like to. You know how you like the way things to be, the way you like the way things to be. That's just how people are.
Right.
So I'm gonna show you how you like for Instagram. So when you go live on just YouTube, right?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
But you could go live on Instagram too and things like that. But you can also
and everything, yeah.
That's being your destinations. But you can also post for YouTube. Like when you watch YouTube, it's on a landscape, but if you're on a phone, it's kind of different. You ever seen pictures cut out?
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna show you tomorrow how you do some frames and some scenes and make your own layouts and have it like, and I'm gonna explain it to you. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, with that other camera, trust me now, Believe me when I tell you, you're gonna be rocking. Do you got a PC camera or your camera's on your PC?
Oh, it's on the laptop.
Okay, but do you got another camera, like a USB camera?
Oh, like one of those? No, I don't have one of those yet.
Okay. See, because with StreamYard, you can get one of those USB cameras, you know, the regular ones for like $29, a nice little joint from Best Buy or whatever. You can plug that in and have two cameras, and that your other one will be your third camera. The one that's on your phone, that's a Wi-Fi one, that's different, but that goes to StreamYard though. You know what I mean? You'll see it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna be like, oh shit. You're gonna be like, oh yeah. Somehow I put the camera in front of my dog, and I'm like, you look a little homie. You can just click on it and then show a little homie on the screen, then it click back.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. I'm gonna do that. Irian webcam, there it is. Go ahead and download this. So I'm gonna call it, brother. You got any closing statements for me?
Yeah, stop ducking. Stop ducking. You gotta stop ducking, man. I see he unblocked me today, thank you. But yesterday I couldn't get on to save my life. And then Doc screamed on me today.
Why?
I forgot to tell you. Doc, I don't know. One time I guess we was up here talking, you know, when we was talking, and he came up and he's like, this motherfucker was over here on INE channel. We was joking though, right? He's like, yo, I wasn't gonna scream on you. I said, nah, Doc. I said I wasn't on. I said I'm trying to get on. I said my shit been fucked up since me and Doc had this shit on his channel. We didn't have nothing, but you know, since that shit there, my shit fucked up after that. You know what I mean? Right after that, I lost my account, so it looked like I was staying away, but I'm like, man, I'm trying to get my shit back. I'm gonna swipe my Google account and took the whole account away. I can't. That's why I'm on the 140 now. Motherfucker took the whole account. I got all my shit back, but he was able to take the account. That's the only thing I lost with that. But that had some of my pictures. But I had another account. So like this one, I had another one for backup. But you know how that shit goes. So I wasn't stressing that. But that's what the whole thing with that. And then they was working down here at my restaurant. They was working outside because something happened. You know how K will be doing upgrades, and it just blew my modem out. That's why I think yesterday, remember I kept saying, I don't know, Ani, but could he just fixed it 2 days ago, gave me a new modem and the whole nine. And so I'm thinking like, is this shit going crazy again? Because I couldn't sign on to you. I was signing on to you, but it was just delayed. It was crazy, man. So it was just wild. That's why I said, let me try to do it today. And I'm on. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know. But real quick,
I'm glad to see you back, brother, because I was worried because you tried and then I couldn't hear you and then I heard you and I was like, man, and I thought for a second, I was like, man, don't let me hear that somebody just messed with his account once again, you know, or something like that, you know. That's what I started thinking.
Nah, I blocked it up. I'm good on the computer. I was just slipping and that happened, but I got everything back and sealed it up, and you know the best way you can do it. And I ain't get a glimpse of him in a minute. Yo, but you know what we should do real quick, like 5 minutes? I just want to show you this. We should you got to give me your email, right? No, how see, the thing is this. If I'm online, I could send you the link, right? How do you do that when you send a link to come to StreamYard when you're online? You know how you be doing it?
Oh yeah, well okay, you go to like the link, like present or invite guest, you copy and just send it to whatever, you know. DM.
Oh, okay, wait. All right, yeah, but see, I copy this and then I put this to the screen, right? That's what I do. And tell anybody
the that you send me, I can watch those. Yeah, no problem.
No. I'm saying, like, say if I go on live right now, right, and I just wanted to show you something. Say we get off your live and I go on live. I gotta do it the way you do it, right? I gotta click this because listen, see, Doc do it. I'm gonna set it up that way too, because I got Discord too. So Doc do the calling through Discord. Doc don't talk through because he don't got StreamYard. Doc got OBS. So there's it's the same thing, but it's just they got different buttons and different ways they do different things. You know what I mean? So, and that's why StreamYard, you're available to, like a TikTok, you're available to, you know, put 10 people up here on the same screen and talk. But Doc talk through, he communicate through Discord. That's what you could do that too, though. So I'm gonna ask Doc. I gotta see how do you, because you know you just go to Discord. That's why you set up the channel and we click members only. We be on Discord. We don't be on YouTube. Yeah. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's better like that because you see the trouble me and you was going through yesterday. Sometimes when the audio and all that mess up, see we talking on a whole different channel and we just viewing this channel. And sometimes that helps it work seamlessly. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes. So
I do want to sync the Discord in, man. I gotta watch a tutorial on that or whatever, because I got a server. I want people to join it and stuff like that. So
no,
yeah.
all you do on Discord is cool. I know how to do it on Discord. It's just that you don't see it's not connected. So you just go to Discord. It got the talk channels and it got the voice channels. Click on plus on the voice channel, name it. Like, Doc name it members only channel, whatever it is, you can name it like that and click it in there, and that's it. And so when you click it in there, you'll be like, yo, punch up. See, we punch up on Discord when we go to Doc. We don't punch up, we don't load up on the screen. You get what I'm saying? We punch up or we go to Discord to hit Discord, the members, and Doc will pull us up.
Okay.
Look, matter of fact,
Because
look at your Discord. Go to Discord.
yeah, I'm on my server right now.
All right, I'm gonna go to speak. Wait. No.
Go on the chop it up anytime.
No. I'm trying to hold on one second. I'm gonna go to mines, right? I'm gonna go to mine, and then okay, I got one. Let's talk, right? I'm gonna go to mine. I'm like, let's talk, right? Now I'm gonna invite you just to see. This what I like to do is like this, so you could let me see options. How do I go to invite? Okay, boom. Screen start activity. So no, I don't want to do that. Hold on. What do you want to say? Now let me go to your channel. Okay, no express. All right, hold on. Now I'm going to ironing. Now ironing. I'm trying to see how do I. Okay, here you go. Yeah, you got chop it up. That's you in there. All right, hold on.
Yep.
Look under mines and look under let's talk. See what you see.
Hoster server.
You go to let's talk.
It says I don't see one that says let's talk on your server. Right? It says general on the voice channel.
You don't see nothing say let's talk.
No. Hoster 40 server, right?
Yeah, no. Come. You also play server. It should say text channel general let's talk and voice channel general let's talk.
Let's see. Let me go back. Create in. See, I'm in the general voice channel, but I don't see anywhere it says let's talk. Join voice. Edit channel. Oh, okay, no. It's okay. Because I wanna. Okay, so if I hit, for example, create invite, right? And there's the link, right? Copy. But it's not as simple as just a copy paste, like you copy and paste the link for StreamYard, right? Yes. Yeah, I hear you on Discord. Let me see if it syncs with YouTube though. Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you on YouTube. Yeah, we're talking. I can hear it on YouTube though. Oh, okay. Um, yeah. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Okay. But that's the thing. Like you remember, like you said, like when Doctor pulls us up, and we're chatting with him on Discord, but you can still hear him on the YouTube. Right. Okay. Let me get back to the. I can hear you a little like far away. Okay, let me put my headphones. Give me a second, because I hear you like far away for some reason. Give me a second. Okay, let's try now. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you better. Yeah, let's see. You go to your server, the dog. Um, in your server, right? Let's see. Voice channels. It says general, open chat, create invite. No, I don't see. I don't know. I don't see. Let's see. Got general. The last one was the mental. The shorts. Oh, picture. Yeah, it says it's like white with black letters. Says positive with a dog. No. Oh, okay, okay. That's why. Okay, okay. We're here now. Can you hear me? Um, what do you mean? By DM? Let's see. Let me go to this. general in my server or where? DM? Nah, so far I just see my in the general at least I see my new. Let's see what it says. Let me check the inbox. Mentions, Ray, you. View friend request. No, that's not it. Chop it up anytime. Say that again. Okay, I got your DM now. Yeah, go to server. Oh, but you sent me the invite to go to my server. It says I already one server. Okay, you want me to go to you? Okay, so I'm in your server in the general. You want me to go to mine? I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, there it is. Okay, okay, okay. So I leave and go back in. Okay, okay. Awesome. Yep. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Awesome. Absolutely. Yeah. right, brother. What time is the freaking Parker? Since that's in the UK, I presume it's gonna be like around 2 p.m. or something. So, nevertheless, we can meet up anytime, bro. Whoever makes it here first lets the other one know. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, I love it. This is good stuff, man. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, you going live tomorrow? Do you have any idea what time? Okay. Austin 40. Sicko Boots. Yeah, that's definitely you. It's a the title says Sicko Boots, so that I know that's definitely you. The hypocrisy in modern box. Is this the one that you did today? But is this the old one or the new one? Because exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't even know. Right. You mean like the one of those 10-minute videos that doctor makes instead of the live, right? You mean like one of those, 8 to 10 to 12 minute videos that doctor puts out aside from the lives, right? Which because he'll do some shorts that he will take it from the live, but I'm talking about something, other than the live. Okay, right. You mean on StreamYard? Okay, I'm StreamYard right now. Um, oh yeah, yeah. Personal invite. Okay, I'm there. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Oh man, I'm getting excited, man. You know what? Tomorrow, bro, we gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it. Yeah. we gotta get it done, man. I'm gonna do this once I don't think I got it. Yeah, media assets. Yeah, there it is. QR. Yeah, I got the. I think the core or the one of those that it's paid and it's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, there it is. I copied the link, title, Irene, boxing, link. Yeah, no, on the bottom one because on the top it says title, on the bottom it says the website, right? And then create, right? Oh yeah, look at that. It goes to the top left. Oh yeah, I put a banner that says subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. Let me show it. There it is. Okay, go ahead and edit that. Or scan your phone. Yeah, top left corner. Got it. There we go. Scan your phone. Top left corner. There we go. Save. Top left corner. There's T Heel in the house. Let me go ahead and add him to stream. Come back to StreamYard, Oster, since T Heel is in the house if you want. Appreciate you, brother.
Wait, no, you
What's
want
up,
to
T
do
Heel?
Discord? If you do Discord, just put the Discord up in there so I'll do the Discord if that's where you rather it be.
I mean, what do you think, Oster? Should we go to Discord or should we go to StreamYard? I mean, yeah, let's go to Discord.
Discord, you want Discord?
Sure, let's do Discord.
All right, good. I'll pull out.
Appreciate it. Let me go ahead and wrap the StreamYard up. Appreciate fellas. This was my 27th live. This was your boy Irony Boxing. We're gonna continue over in Discord. There's the link to the Discord server right there. Feel free to go ahead. He's still cooking. So I'm gonna end it right here. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, fellas. God bless you, every single one of you. Peace.